Celtics and the Bruins. Boston's home for sports is This is Star Market Celtics Tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen forces it up over C. No! He tied it! He did it! Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Comcast Business, Bosch Tools, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis. How about a trail three? Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air.
Go!
He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, VA New England, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, Brex, FindMassMoney.gov, Corona, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
Back at the Garden where tonight the Celtics try to shake off yet another rough homecoming by doing what they have done all year after a loss. Win tonight so they can win number 57 in a season series sweep from Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Away we go. Thanks for checking back in on a Friday night. I'm Sean Grady. Cedric Maxwell joins us shortly, and when he does, coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA. Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight will tell you if Jalen Brown and maybe the defense will be back in the lineup tonight. Plus, how should the Celtics be managing the Jalen Brown injury here down the stretch? And as the Celtics march towards the NBA record for threes in a season, a record that will inevitably fall, and it's going to be tonight, we'll look at some of the numbers that may surprise you about these 3 years under Joe Mazzulla as we break down this rematch with the Suns. A blowout Celtics win in Phoenix last week for every Detroit, every Houston, every Cleveland taking leaps forward this year. There's been a calamity on the other side in Philadelphia and, of course, in Phoenix. Kevin Durant has been shut down. They're still on the periphery of the play-in, and Bradley Beal returns tonight, but they're a million miles from true contention as Kevin Durant played his last game in Phoenix. We'll discuss that. We'll take our trip around the NBA. Giannis stakes his claim to Eastern Conference MVP. The Warriors and Lakers earn back the spotlight. And an expensive but ultimately successful night for Ja Morant.
Ja Morant will send the Grizzlies off to Detroit with a last-second victory.
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
Jalen can get his mind and get his body where he needs it to get to play at the highest level because of who he is and how he trains, and you just have to trust that process.
But coming up next, 4 times this year, the Celtics returned from a long, successful road trip, and 4 times they lost that first game at home. Wednesday, they tried to reverse that trend against a Miami team they have owned for 2 years. But instead of reversing it, it got worse. We'll look back at what might have been the worst loss of the year. Larson drives right around Sam Hauser. They are dunking on the Celtics literally and figuratively right now. That's all coming up and more as we count it out of the Celtics and the Phoenix Suns here at the Garden, bottom of the hour. 3-point record falls tonight on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Carla only has the best tech.
Can't connect to network.
But she didn't have the best internet. So she got Cox multi-gig speeds to power all her... Now, all her tech is...
Connected.
Give your tech the speed it deserves. Get our top-tier internet with Cox multi-gig. 2 gig download speeds, individual speeds vary. See Cox.com for details.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger. Because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. you receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable. Because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Elgar and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
I'm gonna just say for now it hurts. That's it.
Well, not the most reassuring sound from Jaylen Brown after the game, talking about being in pain after the game on Wednesday. Welcome back to Charleston Star Market Celtics tonight. But we start with the news that Jaylen Brown will play in this game tonight. There is some push-pull going on here with the Jaylen injury, and you're really nitpicking. The Celtics obviously coming off a bad game, but they've been locked into their spot. They've been playing at a championship level, so you're really nitpicking to pick, well, what are the troubling things going on with the Celtics here as you go into Game 77? And really, at the top of the list is the Jaylen Brown knee injury. And if there's anybody in the world that knows about knee pain and people from externally telling you what you should be doing injury-wise versus what you should actually be doing, it's Cedric Maxwell here. And Jaylen has been forthcoming, not necessarily reassuring, but forthcoming in that he is in some pain with this knee, but that rest may not necessarily help.
Well, we're going to see what it does, and I think that, at least you can give to a point where he tries to rest. What I'm looking for right now is him being explosive, and you're not seeing that so far. I think one of the things I love about Jaylen is getting out, he's trying to compete, but trying to compete and having everything that you need to do, that's a whole nother story.
All right, Jaylen Brown has one more game he can sit out and still reach the 65-game minimum plateau to be eligible for postseason awards, All-NBA consideration. He was asked point-blank the other night if that is a factor. He said no. What is he going to say? To me, what I find that a little bit, I don't want to say hard to believe, but I think Jaylen has played this entire year like he's got something to prove, and you would too if you had the same Olympic snub and the shoe deal and the stuff that happened over the summer. I think Jaylen was trying to make a point. I think he really would like to get the 65 games if he could.
Well, I don't think he'd like to get the 65 games, but what is it going to do for him? And it comes down to, at the end of the day, he's going to make some more money. I think that what he has to do is just go out and make sure that he's healthy. I understand that, guys love to have that little badge to go along with it, that, this is what I am and this is what I did when I was in the NBA. But ultimately, what you want to do is win championships.
And here's another question. Is Jaylen Brown, would he make All-NBA? If he gets to 65 games, it's a matter of who's going to make it, who's not. Obviously, Jalen Brunson is somebody. Kevin Durant, who won't play tonight, is the only member of the Suns. Bradley Beal is actually going to come back and play in this game tonight, which is kind of crazy. But Kevin Durant's not going to make the 65. Jalen Brunson's going to come back this weekend. He probably will, so it's going to come down to those last couple of spots. Could he be eligible for it? But obviously, the Celtics have bigger fish to fry. Before we look ahead to the matchup with Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns, we look back to previous game recap brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Bet the unexpected with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub to get a no-sweat parlay every single day only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. 4 times this year the Celtics have returned home from long road trips. 4 times they lost the first home game. They were hoping to reverse that trend on Wednesday night. They did not. Celtics will wear the alternate black jerseys tonight. Green letters and numbers. They'll go left to right. Heat going with the Miami Vice jerseys on the road tonight. They are white with pink and turquoise trim. They will go right to left. Luke Cornett wins the opening tap, and away we go. Send Jaylen Brown away. JB in the front court. Dribbling between his legs against Burks. Throws the shoulder into him. Spins to his left. Steps through. Throws out of the wing. Tatum, pretty good look. 3 in the air. Got it.
The pass down by Brown. And Brown was under the corner, couldn't find him. All of a sudden, Tatum appeared wide open.
Tyler Hero up the middle of the floor, switches to the right hand, drives on Jaylen Brown, bounce pass to the corner, open. Davion Mitchell for 3.
And what they're doing, they're penetrating. Good play there by Tyler Hero.
Another home game. The Celtics come back from a long trip, and they are down double digits. Ball fake, moves it left side, Tatum, bounce pass in the corner. Hauser, return to Tatum on the wing, up fakes the 3, shuttles it out to Derek White. Extra pass into the right corner for a Peyton Pritchard 3. That could be one to remember.
And immediately, what happened? Miami calls air exposure. Here's any kind of momentum. Let's get this, and let's stop it now.
Do not adjust your device. It is that quiet in here. Ooh. Larson drives right around Sam Hauser. Dunks hard with the right hand, and they are dunking on the Celtics literally and figuratively right now.
Man.
69-47, 22-point game. Jaylen Brown switches to the left hand, throws back out. Tatum is his best look at a three all night. Nope, back iron, rebound. Derek White deflects it to himself. Turns, attacks, and throws back to Jaylen Brown. Going to find Pritchard in the corner, deflects it out to the wing. Derek White waiting, sets himself, and knocks down a three.
Oh, yeah.
Back-to-back threes by Derek White, and Eric Spoelstra says, whoa. Easy to say after he missed it, but I don't like that shot from Hero. Jaylen going to pull up, and his three is good. And Eric Spoelstra, Pavlovian, flies out of the court to call timeout.
Immediately you come back. You play defense on one end. You get the crowd involved. Momentum is kind of turned going the other way.
14-1 is the Celtics run. The Miami lead is down to 8. Davion Mitchell dribbles to his right, takes an open three, and knocks it down. And Miami back in command here, up by 10. 10-3 is the run. Jaylen 8 of 17, diagonally into the right side, gives Hero a clean look at a three, and he hits it. That is a devastating sequence. Jaylen Brown had a chance to get the Celtics within 4. Turnover committed by Cornette, and the jumper knocked down by Larson. It is a 3. 8 straight for Miami, and this one is starting to fade. 108-95, 5:22 to go. And the Miami Heat will snap their losing streak against the Celtics. They will win their 6th game in a row, and they snap the Boston 9-game win streak by handing the Celtics their worst loss of the year. The final score, Miami 124, Boston 103. Worse than you actually thought. This was stunning to me, and it was not close. In 1996, the NBA started, it was what we call the play-by-play era, and this is where all this offensive rating, defensive rating stuff comes from. So now we have 29 years, nearly 3 decades of sample. That was the worst defensive performance in Boston Celtics history on Wednesday because points per possession-wise, because Miami kept getting all those offensive rebounds, they were the most efficient game against the Celtics. They gave up 1.44 points per possession. The previous record had been 1.40, that 50-point blasting they got at Oklahoma City 2 years ago. So really stunning on a variety of levels. Not that they lost, because we've seen this first home game after the long road trip thing happen, but the way they lost, now granted, no Horford, no Porzingis, no Drew Holiday, makes a big difference. But still, the Celtics just got hammered. And the one thing they've done this year, Max, even better than last year's team, not lose 2 in a row. It's only happened twice all year. Boston is 17-2 this year after a loss.
Well, the consistency of coming back and the pride of coming back in the game and playing in front of your fans, I think that's huge for the Celtics. Come out, play a good game. Understand right now you only have a few more to go, so keep it moving.
And to do this against Miami, the previous 6 games against Miami, they had held the Heat to just over 0.9 points per possession. They had not only dominated the series with Miami, they had dominated it defensively. So to have that Miami Heat team with Hero and Adebayo and, you know, Kyle Anderson looking like an NFL highlight film. He was going so slow out there. Kyle Anderson was like that Amica commercial we run where you only get 48 minutes. It was like super slow, and still he was getting wherever he wanted to go. It was crazy.
And he understood just, dribbling, getting to places, and then the fact he didn't have Porzingis at the end of that to block shots, I think that was a huge difference. Because he is a difference maker defensively.
But the Celtics will have everybody. The other difference makers have been Holiday and Al Horford. Everybody's available tonight, including Jaylen Brown, in this game against the Phoenix Suns. It sort of tells you that Celtics don't want to lose 2 in a row here. They're facing a Phoenix team, and that has basically been a dumpster fire throughout the course of the year. And that's with Kevin Durant. And the irony is no Kevin Durant tonight. And Bradley Beal, who is at the center of this. No trade clause. He has had he shot the ball well, but defensively he's been a disaster. The lineups with him on the floor have been a mess throughout the course of the year. And here's the irony. Phoenix is only a game out of the play-in right now, even though they've obviously not had a lot of interest in getting into the play-in. They're 10-19 over these last 29 games. They have a difficult schedule the rest of the way. And I don't know. To me, their owner, Matt Ishbia, has come in here, made all these moves. We got to be competitive. We have to do this, and we have to do that. And it's the perfect example of making quick, snap decisions that are going to hurt this team in the long haul because all their picks are gone.
Yeah, I mean, those things happen. And you think about what happened in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, the kiss of death, and Paul Pierce is here in the building. Kevin Garnett's here in the building. And you made that trade. You gave up all those picks. But somehow, in some way, Brooklyn has counter-recovered.
Speaking of Paul Pierce, by the way, he got a championship ring tonight from the 2024 from last season, so he can add that 2024 ring to his 2008 ring. All right, Max's player to bank on. Before we get to that, obviously, as we talked about, it's such an afterthought, but tonight, the inevitable NBA record for three-pointers in a season is going to fall. And this is the number that kind of struck me. For people that say, well, yeah, Joe Mazzulla ball is just running down the floor and chucking up threes. Yes, the three highest single-season totals in Celtics history for made threes are the 3 Joe Mazzulla years. Yes, tonight the Celtics will break the NBA record for most threes in a season. But all 3 Joe Mazzulla years, including this one, have been in the top 10 in three-point percentage in Celtics history. That is something I think would surprise people when they heard it. You've had the three-point shot now for 46 years. And that, yes, you have the high volume, but you also have the high percentage.
Well, it shouldn't surprise you, and the reason I say that is because the kind of shooters you have. You can put 6 guys out there, 7 guys out there who are three-point threats who can knock down shots consistently. So you love seeing that.
All right, Max's player to bank on brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Pleased to announce Mary Dean is president and CEO. If you need a local bank that has all the conveniences of a larger bank, but with a personal touch, stop by and see how they go beyond banking over at ClintonSavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF. Paul does a great job pumping up the crowd, I'll say that.
Well, Paul is here, and his daughter is 17 years old right now.
I saw her, I couldn't believe it.
Which is crazy, but I believe that if I'm looking for the player to bank on today, I'm going to go with Porzingis. If Porzingis is back, I'd love to see him have a big game.
Keys to the game driven by your local New England Honda dealers. Contact your local New England Honda dealer for a great deal today.
When a team struggles, and they struggle on that end, offensively to score the basketball, how do they score? They score because they get second chance opportunities. Keep them away from the ball, let them limit their shots to 1, and I think you'll be in good shape.
The Phoenix Suns are not a team that gets second chance opportunities. They do not get a lot of offensive rebounds, and tonight they are going to go with the rookie Also, Iguodala from Marquette. He will make his 4th NBA start in the middle. Royce O'Neal is going to start for Phoenix, so a whole different look for Mike Budenholzer tonight on the road against the Celtics after his return back to Milwaukee, which was sort of, hey, got a nice little video tribute, big hug from Giannis. Now he has to bring the Suns into Boston tonight to face the champs. Still to come on Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. An interesting conversation with Joe Mazzulla about the mindset of a team when you go down by 20, then you're back in the game, but you're still playing like you were down by 20, which he thought was a big factor in the Celtics rushing some possessions in that 4th quarter. Again, we'll talk about the three-point record, too, as we head towards that tonight. Take our trip around the NBA. Another interesting day for John Morant. Another gesture, which cost him $75,000 today, but he also had the game winner in that game last night. The second I opened my mouth about Jason Tatum being the MVP of the Eastern Conference last week, Giannis has gone on an absolute tear. That is super close between those two as we go into these final 10 days of the season. But when we return, Joe Murray's got Sports Hub headlines, and if you had scripted a better home opening day for the Red Sox at Fenway Park with 70 degrees, sunshine, the 75 American League champions on hand to be honored. 5 runs and a couple of home runs in the first inning. Just a perfect day as the Red Sox win. It's all headed to the Celtics and the Phoenix Suns on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
This message comes from Greenlight. Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Join millions of parents and kids building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get started risk-free at greenlight.com/try now.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger. Because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Red Sox have won 3 in a row after their 13-9 win over St. Louis in the home opener at Fenway. Trevor Story, Wilyer Abreu hit back-to-back home runs. Walker Buehler got the win. He went 5 innings. Aroldis Chapman got his second save of the season. The team's now 4-4. The teams will meet again tomorrow. Richard Fitz will get the start. Patriots quarterback Drake May in attendance at UNC practice today alongside Bill Belichick, and the Bruins look to snap their 10-game losing streak tomorrow when they host Carolina. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandoilChange.com for 15% off your next draft or oil change at Valvoline and Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray, Grady and Max. They'll take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
Raising Cane's is celebrating our golden birthday year. Join the party with golden chicken fingers and a limited edition golden blush puppy that benefits local pet organizations. Get yours while supplies last. See RaisingCanes.com for details. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Fred unique.
I can't think of anything worse than just floating around.
He's got to be heard.
You're useless to everyone.
To be figured
Your
out.
job is to have an opinion.
Listen to Fred and Hardy mornings on the Sports Hub and anytime on the Toucher and Hardy podcast on the Sports Hub app.
Spring is here, and so are the ants, flies, and other unwelcome pests. Don't let them ruin your fresh start. Modern Pest has you covered with our Home Care Green program, your year-round pest protection solution. We'll stop those spring invaders before they settle in, so you can enjoy a truly fresh season. Call Modern Pest now at 800-323-PEST or visit modernpest.com. Modern Pest, protecting your home, your family, your peace of mind.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
The Celtics at full strength, believe it or not, getting set to go against the Phoenix Suns, who will have Bradley Beal back tonight to play with Devin Booker. Our trip around the NBA brought to you by your Boston area Chevrolet dealers. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Find exciting offers, too, on the powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox.
Morant into the paint, fade away at the buzzer. It rattles around and goes down. Ja Morant will send the Grizzlies off to Detroit with a last-second victory.
So Monday night, the Celtics beat the Grizzlies, hurt them in the Western Conference playoff race. Wednesday, Miami came in here, snapped the Celtics' 9-game winning streak. extending their own win streak to 6. And last night, John Morant beat Miami at the buzzer. 110-108 is the final. Memphis now tied with Minnesota for 6-7 right now in the West to avoid the play-in. John Morant had 30. He had the game winner, and he had another finger gesture that cost him $75,000 today after he was specifically warned not to do it.
I don't understand this. You're talking about a bad, it's not even a habit anymore when that kind of stuff happens. Considering who he is and what he's done over these years, it's crazy.
All right, we'll be talking throughout the course tonight about the Eastern Conference play-in race, which affects the Celtics dramatically with Orlando, Atlanta, and Miami all jockeying for position to get in that 7-8 game, the winner of which will come to Boston in the first round. Meanwhile, I said last week, I mentioned how I really felt strongly that Jason Tatum was the MVP of the Eastern Conference. Giannis says, hold my kombucha.
Antetokounmpo, right of the lane. Euro steps his way to the rim. Counted and a foul. Colin Castleton just not in a good defensive position.
Yeah, Colin Castleton, like anybody else in the Sixers you have not heard of, not in good position to defend against Giannis, who had 35 points. He had 17 rebounds. He had 20 assists in the game last night. That stat line has never happened in NBA history. Very Jokic-like as Milwaukee beats Philadelphia. They tie Detroit right now. Milwaukee owns that tiebreaker. So right now, at this very moment, Milwaukee is 5th, Detroit is 6th, and that affects the Celtics as far as who ends up in their bracket. Who's going to play the Knicks in the first round in the other part of the Eastern Conference bracket?
Well, I'm going to love to see how this situation goes down, who's going to play and how hard they're going to play. And the chips are going to fall where they may.
All right, Orlando beat Washington last night, so Orlando right now has the inside track on the 7 spot, which means home court in the 7-8 game, which means right now, for whatever it's worth, the most likely first-round opponent for the Celtics is the Orlando Magic, offensively challenged as they may be. Elsewhere last night, real scare for Minnesota. Remember Jason Tatum turning his ankle? Anthony Edwards did the same thing last night, but he landed on the coach of the Nets, Jordi Fernandez. Turned his ankle, had to be helped off, but he was able to return to action. Golden State won the big game, beating the Lakers last night. They got a tough back-to-back, the Warriors do, because they host Denver tonight. Oklahoma City is at Houston. The Thunder max finish 29-1 against the Eastern Conference.
And just rolling. I mean, you think about how that team played. That was Celtic-like in 1986.
And by the way, in that game, I said Orlando beat Washington. The Wizards' next game is here on Sunday night. Marcus Smart started last night for Washington. He will play here on Sunday in the final game of the 3-game homestand. We've got the Celtics. We've got the Phoenix Suns. We've got Joe Mazzulla next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get this, adults with financial literacy skills have 82% more wealth than those who don't. From swimming lessons to piano classes, us parents invest in so many things to enrich our kids' lives. But are we investing in their future financial success? With Greenlight, you can teach your kids financial literacy skills like earning, saving, and investing. And this investment costs less than that after-school treat. Start prioritizing their financial education and future today with a risk-free trial at greenlight.com/try-now. Greenlight.com/try-now.
Tough terrain, tight schedules, and 12 stops left in your day. Exmark mowers were built to deliver legendary reliability, stubborn durability, and unmatched performance, helping you get to the next job in record time, all while leaving that signature Exmark cut. Because like you, Exmark mowers were built for this. Visit your local dealer for great savings going on now.
Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Coach's interview brought to you by Star Market. Check out the Star Market app. Earn rewards and save on your groceries and gas with Star Market for you. Download the Star Market app today. Here's Sean Grandy with the coach.
All right, Joe Murray, thank you. Joe, you're big on humility. It's one of the things we share in common, putting great value in that particular human trait. Is there ever a benefit to, for lack of a better term, taking one on the chin like you did on the other night, either during a long win streak or late in the season like we are now?
No question. I think that's part of being in the arena. That's part of that, and that's kind of my message to the guys after the game. Was a good reminder of how much losing sucks and the things that go into winning and losing. And I think you need those feelings to appreciate some of the success that we've had, but also for the perspective going forward. And so I think we'll be more judged by how we bounce back tonight. Started with a good shoot around, and you go from there.
There have been a lot of coaches over the years that would say, hey, throw that game out, burn the film. You've never been like that. What is something from the Wednesday game you can extract as being valuable?
Oh, the biggest thing is multiple times we kind of went on runs, and then usually what happens in games like that is you use so much energy to get the game close, and then you have to take a step back and now start playing. It's like you can't get back to playing as if it's a regular game. You're still playing with your hair on fire, so to speak. And so there was a few times where we battled back to get it, and when you do that, you got to get your mind back into, okay, hey, it's a two-possession game now. That whatever happened in the past doesn't matter anymore, regardless of what the score at the end of the first or that is. We got it to 2 possessions, you get it to 3 possessions. It's just a regular game now. Can we go into execution mode? Can we go into situational basketball mode? And that can be hard, if you're trying to do it 2 or 3 times. And so I felt like a couple times throughout that game, whether it was on the offensive end or the defensive end, just kind of made some plays that kind of hurt our momentum of coming back.
I've never really heard it phrased that way, but especially now when teams go up by 20 all the time, this must happen all the time, where you're down 15 and then you're only down 4 or 5.
And you're still playing like you're down 15, but you have to play like you're down 4.
And when does that change? Here's what I'm getting at. There's a line at the end of the game where you're going to foul or not. If it's 9 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, when do you say our hair is no longer on fire?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, right? Is can you get back to that as fast as possible and then now just treat it as if it was always this close of a game. You know what I mean? And so that was kind of what we took from that one.
What is your corner of the store when it comes to Jalen right now? He's cleared to, when he gets cleared to play and he wants to play, he says he's in pain, all those things, and fans are freaking out about whether he should be playing or not and whatever. What is when there's a medical team that says he's good to play, he's not. When there's Jalen who has his own, what is your corner of the store to talk to him as this is going on?
I mean, I think trust is the most important thing. I mean, I think, if there's anybody who knows their body and understands who they are and what they're going through and what they need to do to be at their absolute best, it's him. And it's the people around him, and it's our sports science team. And so I think trust is my corner of that is, what makes the absolute most sense. And, I think Jalen does a tremendous job of having perspective. And so we just got to continue to trust that. And, if there's a guy, Jalen can get his mind and get his body where he needs it to get to play at the highest level because of who he is and how he trains, and you just have to trust that process.
All year we've been talking about how different games against the same team can be, and there's no better example here. You literally saw this team 9 days ago, but tonight, no Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal comes back, and that is about if you're just changing one guy for another, it's hard to imagine a bigger change.
Well, that, and you don't expect to go 7 for 9 from 3 to start the game, which, kind of dictated the rest of that game. So a little bit of it's kind of a completely different game. I think we were also, who were we missing that game?
That's a reasonable question on the top of my head. But you're right. But the point is that you have been missing, which is I use that example of how many times have you had your quote-unquote top 8 all year?
Yeah, and so, there's obviously the margins and the themes that go into there, but it will be a little bit different game. This is Bradley Beal's first game back. Some of the rhythm there, and, so there's some stuff to be able to take from game 1, but at the same time, every game takes on a life of its own, and you just got to be ready to take that on when it starts.
That's Joe. We meet all kinds of people as they make their way through here. Scott Morrison is one of those personalities that kind of sticks with you as years go by, even when he's not here. Autism awareness, something we're going to recognize here tonight, and you did as well the other night. Very much a part of his life. We live in such a bright light, and it always occurs to me when we can shine it on things that really matter, that's a good night.
No question, and, I've been fortunate that there's 2 people in my life, especially who have helped me, in my spiritual life and in my coaching life, Scott Morrison and John Jacobs, whose children both have autism. And I think the thing that, you take a look at, and it's not just autism in general, but it's how those things not only impact the person, but impact the people around them. And how Scott and his wife, Suzanne, have been able to be together and stick together, how John and his wife stick together and work through this challenge together, and how it grows you as a person, and it makes you a better person, and it makes everybody around you better. It's there's challenges to that, but there's also a lot of positives, and I think just highlighting that is important.
That's the last word. Celtics and Suns next on BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Warning! Inflation is back on the rise. The national debt is spiraling out of control. The stock market has been at an all-time high, and wars continue to rage across the globe. Will you sit on the sidelines and wait, or will you take action today to help protect your hard-earned retirement savings? Get your free gold and silver kit from the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. You could even receive up to a 10% instant match on bonus silver for qualified accounts. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
For 2 weeks, the Celtics took the greatest road show in NBA history on tour. The result, 6 games, 6 wins, all by double figures. Wednesday, they returned home to the Garden, conquering Heroes, and then got conquered. Jalen 8 of 17, diagonally up the right side, gets Hero a clean look at a 3, and he hits it. That is a devastating sequence. Another bumpy re-entry. The Celtics now hoping to keep another trend going. The defending champs gun for their 18th win in 20 games after a loss, trying to sweep the season series from Devin Booker, the returning Bradley Beal, and the Phoenix Suns. Next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champion.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Amica Insurance, Shaw's and Star Market, Bosch Tools, and by Ticketmaster.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, and by Town Fair Tire.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by Brex, Corona, your New England Honda dealers, FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, Cambridge Savings Bank, Kia North Danvers, Comcast Business, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is Banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is Banner 18. The mission commanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Granty and Cedric Maxwell.
At a sold-out Rockets Friday night, TD Garden starting lineup is brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto home life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. The Phoenix Suns look a lot different than they did even 9 days ago when we saw them in Phoenix. Bradley Beal is back, paired with Devin Booker in the backcourt. Royce O'Neal moves into the starting lineup with a rookie from Villanova, Ryan Dunn. And Iso Iguodaro, the rookie from Marquette, is going to get his 4th NBA start at the center spot instead of Nick Richards. The Celtics tonight, believe it or not, are at full strength. They will sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Drew Holiday, UCLA.
Jaylen Brown, California Berkeley. Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Kristaps Porzingis, Baloncesto Sevilla.
And remember, Jason, when I say full strength, Jason Tatum didn't play in the game in Phoenix. That was the game he sat out after the scary moment against Sabonis and the Kings in Sacramento.
Well, I thought this would happen, that you get these guys back, and maybe the last game of the season, to get these guys back playing together. And you say, why? Why? Because of rhythm and timing. You want to get them back to get acclimated to playing together.
And one other factor when you bring that up, which is this, the new NBA. There's now the play-in tournament. So you have an extra week. So as far as, like, even those games next week against Charlotte, if you don't play your guys on Friday and Sunday, they're going to go 10, 12 days without playing a game before game 1 of the playoffs.
And that might give Tatum or give Brown an opportunity maybe to heal up a little bit more. We saw him looking a little slow. Not gimpy, but a little slow, and you're going to need him to be at his best and explosive going into the playoffs.
The opening tip tonight brought to you by Gulf Oil. You can score 5 cents off per gallon with GoPay. Download the GoPay app today for the fast and convenient way to pay out the pump. Go proud to be the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. See app for details. Celtics going to be locked into that 2 spot that we've known. The only suspense left, well, not really much suspense to the all-time three-point record. That's going to fall tonight, most likely in the first half. And can the Celtics win 60 games? They have to win 4 of these final 6. To do that, Celtics will finish the homestand against Marcus Smart of the Wizards Sunday. Then the back-to-back road trip. The only game with any kind of juice left is the game at Madison Square Garden on Tuesday night against the Knicks. But the Celtics are still on track to meet the second round of the playoffs if they both hold serve. The back-to-back at Orlando, then the baseball series against Charlotte here next weekend. We'll wrap it up. Celtics preparing to make some history tonight. Will wear the road green uniforms at TD Garden, white letters and numbers. They will go right to left in the first half. Phoenix will wear the home white, purple numbers, orange letters. They will go left to right. Iguodaro, the rookie, will jump it against Kristaps Porzingis on a Friday night. We are underway. Iguodaro wins it back into the hands of Ryan Dunn. Phoenix will get it first. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Friday. What a day to be in Boston. Red Sox home opener at Fenway, and the Celtics and the Suns here tonight. Iguodaro returns to Bradley Beal. He's going to step to 18 feet. Wide open jumper is no good. The rebound for Porzingis.
That's his look, and he comes off, kind of grimaces a little bit.
Teammates a couple of years ago in Washington, Jaylen Brown spinning on Dunn. Dunn reaches out, slaps down on the wrist of Jaylen Brown, commits the foul, and Jaylen will go to the line in the first possession.
I want to see him be that aggressive going towards the rim. I still kind of, it's fascinating to me when the offensive guy hits you with his shoulder, knocks you away, and then he goes to get a shot. During the 80s, you hit me with your shoulder, you're going down. You're going down. Seriously, you're going down.
I love it when we get Celtic City Max here.
No, you don't have that because
7-second delay.
We'd be off the air. I think we'd be getting the call from Mary or Rick saying, what did he say?
And
you did have me with the Andrew Dice Clay that time when we were with the other station. You're like, what?
Jaylen Brown sporting the new haircut and knocks down the free throws that open the scoring. Our pleasure to finally get to meet the new boss tonight. Bill Chisholm and the family here at the Garden as they were on Wednesday night. Devin Booker, right-hand dribble, gets to 18 feet, straightaway jumper swish.
He is as locked in, and we're talking about Kobe Light.
He's had a great year on a bad team, but defense has been the problem. Phoenix not only bottom 4, this is one of the worst defensive teams of all time. Porzingis straightaway 3 is good, and Jason Tatum put 3 fingers in the air when the ball was in the air. There's number 1. Celtics need 8 to break the NBA record. 5-2 is the early Boston lead. Devin Booker, bounce pass in the paint, flipped up in the air by Iguodaro. Too far away, no good back iron to rebound Porzingis.
So he doesn't have offense.
Holiday finds the cutter. Jaylen Brown on the baseline, spins behind Royce O'Neal, who says, my bad. Scores easily at 7-2.
Still looking at Jaylen, just like this.
He's not right.
Yeah, he's a little gimp.
Bradley Beal, bounce pass to Devin Booker. Who goes right, loses Jaylen. Attacks the left side, kick to the corner. Open is done. 3 in the air, swish. 7-5, Boston by 2. Holiday into the front court. First touch for Derek White. Lobs it back to Arts Holiday. Knocked away by Bradley Beal. Suns into the front court. Booker, left-hand dribble. Works to 12 feet. Kick out O'Neal. Wide open 3 for the left side. Short front iron. Rebound Derek White.
One time was a deadly shooter.
He's had a good year shooting it. Phoenix's offensive numbers are good. Derek White finds the cutter. It's Tatum. He's in too deep, though, to shoot. So we'll kick back out to Holiday. He finds the cutter. Porzingis takes Iguodala with him under the basket. Fancy footwork. Goes to the right-hand scoop shot. No good. And the rebound belongs to Beal.
Love all those moves he got.
Porzingis had him dancing, but could never create a good shot for himself. He got in too deep. Phoenix down by 2. Bradley Beal gets the screen from Iguodala. Down the left side, bounce past Iguodala, leans in, flip shot, 11 feet away, goes about 10 feet. Barely ticks the front iron, rebound for Jason Tatum.
No offense in that bag.
Tatum, deep on the right side. Tatum lines up the rookie, switches to the right hand, drives, goes to the left, and scores off the glass. That was as easy as it gets.
Hit him with the body, knocked him away.
9-5, Boston by 4. Booker. Holiday fights over the screen. Booker goes to 12 feet. His jumper is good, and the foul. Tatum couldn't stop himself and knocked Booker down when he was in midair.
Booker is so good. Some of the elevation, the hops, feels the contact. Tatum goes at the end and goes right into the body. Count that one on line. Learned that from Marty Glickman.
I don't think, I don't know what Marty said on and one. But he said it was good like Needix as the free throw is for Devin Booker. 9-8. But again, I know I've promised this before. I got to get to my Marv Albert story about Needix. Jason Tatum and Mr. Porzingis need a little time to do it, though. Porzingis against Royce O'Neal. Elevates and kick out. Tatum, pretty good look. Walks the left side 3. No good back iron over St. Louis buddy Bradley Beal. And the rebound deflected by Iguodala to Devin Booker. Phoenix down by 1. Into the front court. Drew Holiday will guard him. Push pass left side. O'Neal clean the corner. And Dunn gets rid of it. Back to O'Neal. Now Booker straight away. Steps to his left away from Holiday and drills a 3.
Well, I love to watch Holiday. His anticipation. That time just got over a tad late.
11-9. Phoenix by 2. Booker already has 8 in the first 3.5 minutes. Jaylen Brown on the left side against Iguodala. Backs it up. He's going to pull up. Shoot a 3. Swish. Not really a great year for Jaylen Brown shooting the 3. But and Porzingis, by the way, makes 8 more. Celtics will make some more history. Devin Booker, baseline jumper is good over Porzingis. And Devin Booker has that 70-point look in his eye. He's got 10 in the first 4 minutes, 13-12. Derek White, hand off Jaylen Brown. Drills it off his own ankle, turns it over. Phoenix a 1-point lead on the ball. Done. Chase down from behind. Derek White couldn't get it away from him. It's finally pinballed loose, and Jaylen Brown comes up with it. See if Derek White ends up with that steal after all. He's just sneaking behind guys now. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble drive on Iguodala. Stops at the mid-block, kick out Derek White. Shot clock at 6. Return to Jaylen. Jaylen blitzed that, has the ball knocked away by Beal. Jaylen has to go get it in the backcourt. Shot clock is at 2. A 40-footer floated in the air, and he banked it in.
Oh, my. And he's smiling right now.
It takes a lot to get Jaylen Brown to smile in the middle of a game. That'll do it. He got that ball in the backcourt with 2 seconds on the shot clock, stepped across half court, and then did his best Peyton Pritchard, banking it in from 40 feet away. Celtics by 2. Down the right side, Booker runs it high off the glass. No good. Porzingis altered that shot. Boston by 2 in the ball. Derek White for Jaylen Brown. Why not try again? No good. Rims out and a rebound for Ryan Dunn. That was wild. Wouldn't it be crazy if that's the one that had broken the record? O'Neal pump fakes Derek White, throws the ball through the cutter. Ryan Dunn. O'Neal chases it down, runs it off the wrong foot from the baseline. Awkward looking shot, no good. Rebound Drew Holiday. What was that? Holiday into the front court. Celtics by 2. Zips an entry at Derek White. Wanted to O'Neal had that fronted. Around the horn it comes to Tatum straight away. Shot clock at 10. Tatum lines up Ryan Dunn. Iguodala. Right hand, left hand through the leg. Switches to the right. Drives, scoops, scores.
Oh my God. It's this power basketball that you see driving towards the bigs and knocking them away. It's crazy.
They're leaving the rookies, Iguodala and Dunn, out on Jason Tatum Island where they don't want to be. 17-13, Boston by 4. Dunn with the entry to Booker. Derek White guarding him. Holiday showing help. Kick out to Dunn. 3 over. Holiday is way off. It's the bottom of the backboard. Tatum has the rebound. Thought about the long lead pass, instead puts it in his pocket. Diagonal zip lead for Derek White. Return to Tatum. Straight away, he's open. He's going to take it. He's going to make it. And Mike Budenholzer's had enough. He'll call the timeout as the Celtics run off 8 straight and lead by 7 as they close in on the NBA's all-time three-point shooting record. 5:47 to go. Opening quarter, Boston 20, Phoenix 13 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Carla only has the best tech. Can't connect to network. But she didn't have the best internet. So she got Cox multi-gig speeds to power all her... Now, all her tech is... connected. Give your tech the speed it deserves. Get our top-tier internet with Cox multi-gig. 2 gig download speeds, individual speeds vary. See Cox.com for details.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Ford F-150 first quarter of tonight's game brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, the #1 selling pickup and #1 truck in brand loyalty. Celtics off to a good offensive start against one of the worst defensive teams in NBA history. The Phoenix Suns 20-13 is the Boston lead. Of the bottom 10 teams of all time on defensively, they've all been in the last 3 years, but they include the 2 teams this weekend, Phoenix and Washington. The 93 Dallas Mavericks record is safe for worst scoring margin of all time, but Washington making a run at it. They got the 3rd worst right now in NBA history after getting beat at home last night by Orlando. Maybe it's time to start watching the Magic a little closer. Could be spending a couple of weeks with Orlando to start the playoffs. Out of the timeout, Bradley Beal. How's history going to judge his career? It's interesting to me.
Rich.
I didn't say how the bank going to judge his career. Royce O'Neal looking for Beal, slapped away by Tatum. O'Neal's able to go get it in the backcourt. Shot clock is a 1. He tries from half court, and he got the glass, but it's 24-second violation.
If you saw 2 of those, that'd be crazy. See 2 of them go down.
Celtics are 4 threes away now from setting a new record. 4 days after Alex Ovechkin brought his Wayne Gretzky chase into the building, scored a goal in the first period here the other night. It's a pretty cool thing to get to see. Tatum dribbles to his left, pull up 3, wide left. Cornette in the game for the first time. Back taps the offensive rebound to Tatum. Tatum switches to the left-hand, ball knocked away from behind. Beal got that one. Ryan Dunn lead for Booker. He's going to pull up in transition. Miss a 3 off the back iron. Long rebound. O'Neal's able to come up with it. Finding Iguodala. Cornette, Pritchard, and Wall checked in for the Celtics to play with Holiday and Tatum here. Beal bounce pass to the left side. O'Neal returns to the free throw line. Iguodala eventually going to get that floater to go. And from 12 feet, it's good. 20-15. Boston by 5. Peyton Pritchard, has he done enough to wrap up the 6th man here, or does he need a finishing kick to keep Beasley at bay? He's going to kick out to Al Horford. His left side 3 is no good. Cornette keeps it alive. Tapping to Drew Holiday, who throws it back out to an open Tatum. Will swing it left side to an even more wide open Al Horford. Backs down another 3.
Unselfish. You make that extra lead pass like that, unselfish.
That's 5 for the Celtics.
Don't like that.
Drew Holiday fouls in the just as they come across half court.
One of the things you look at a game and you look for tendencies. What happens early in the game? Who wants to shoot? Your younger players right now a little nervous, heart beating a million miles a second.
Devin Booker tries to get it inbounds. Drew Holiday knocks it back away from him. No double teaming in open gym. Google it, kids, if you don't get that Devin Booker reference. Devin Booker struggling to get it into Gillespie. Instead, forced it in. Tatum denies that one out of bounds. Joe Mazzulla loves this. They just will not let them get the ball inbound. Gillespie and Grayson Allen check in for the first time.
When you challenge at the initial point of attack like that, that's a good sign for a game.
2 threes to tie the record, 3 to break it for the Celtics here in the first quarter of the 77th game. Grayson Allen into the left corner. Dunn up fakes on Cornette. Cornette stays with him. Dunn moves it to the free throw line. Iguodala doesn't look at the rim. Throws out to Grayson Allen. Tatum slides his feet. Allen falls down. Gets back up. Hands to Dunn, who missed the shot, but they call the foul saying Grayson Allen got bumped. This foul's going to be on Cornette.
They didn't have a lot of room, and the shot clock was going down. Phoenix fortunate to get that ball back.
Cornette just got the right hand out and kind of caught Grayson Allen in the Adam's apple. Has he been a better NBA player, leading question, than you thought he would be? Grayson Allen?
He's been okay.
Ball moved left side to Grayson Allen against Al Horford. Up fake, steps to his left, off balance three, got it.
Answers that question for you, Max.
He shot it unbelievably well. He's been a significant player on good teams. In Milwaukee, they were counting on him in Phoenix this year that went south. Remember, they got off to a great start. 23-18, Boston by 5. Holiday, right-hand dribble driver to the baseline, switches to the left, floats up an air ball, and the rebound's going to belong to Phoenix. Gillespie gets it away to Devin Booker. Booker dogged by Pritchard at the three-point line, returns to the Grayson Allen, back to Booker left side. Pritchard down in his defensive stance, right hand on the ribs of Booker. Booker backs him to the free throw line. Here comes help from Tatum. Booker gets rid of it. Iguodala flips it up over Cornette and scores.
He had the ball right on his hip, ready to release it quickly.
So Iguodala cuts it to 3. 23-20 is the Boston lead. 10 for Jaylen Brown, 10 for Devin Booker. Cornette got knocked down. Tatum with a step back on Iguodala. 3 is no good. Rebound punched in the air. Grayson Allen saves it, and it goes out of bounds. Did it hit Cornette or did it hit Grayson Allen? So Cornette's just giving up on it, saying it went off me. So it'll be Phoenix ball when we return. 2:54 to go. Opening quarter, Boston 23, Phoenix 20 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Tough terrain, tight schedules, and 12 stops left in your day. Exmark mowers were built to deliver legendary reliability, stubborn durability, and unmatched performance, helping you get to the next job in record time, all while leaving that signature Exmark cut. Because like you, Exmark mowers were built for this. Visit your local dealer for great savings going on now.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Randy Max in the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Celtics up 23-20. I'll catch you up in a second. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. And Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. I told you earlier, Paul Pierce got his 2024 championship ring from Celtics ownership today. And not only is our new boss, Bill Chisholm, here tonight, but the ovation behind us for Big Papi David Ortiz sitting with Paul Pierce in the front row tonight. Bounce pass on the inside, a two-hand slam for Nick Richards as soon as he checks into the game. 7 straight for Phoenix, and they've cut the Boston lead to 1, 23-22. This is normally where you say stuff.
Nope.
Sam Hauser in for the first time with Pritchard, Cornette, Tatum, and Horford. Tatum going to play the entire first quarter. Pritchard getting dogged by Booker. Loses him. Moves it to Tatum. Cornette sets the high screen. Tatum's got a good look. Straightaway three. Bounces short. Offensive rebound. Easy put back for Luke Cornette.
You didn't get the memo. I'm on the word restriction.
Next thing you know, you'll be in the portal. Whoa. Devin Booker stripped from behind. Tatum comes up with a loose ball. Goes behind the back, through his legs to Sam Hauser, who misses the highlight three, and the rebound for Nick Richards.
Can't do that.
Driving strong, then kick into the corner for Gillespie. His three is no good. It was Cody Martin on the fancy pass. Devin Booker's up with the offensive rebound, steps to 14 feet, misses. Hauser can't grab the rebound. It's tapped all the way out by Nick Richards.
Too many second chance opportunities.
Cody Martin driving on Pritchard, gets in deep, in too deep. Tried to scoop it up, but he was under the basket. 25-22, Boston by 3. Pritchard zips it down low for Cornette, who catches in a one motion, slams it home.
Good
Luke
shot.
Cornette, knowing where to be, has created more points, rebounds, and screens set for the Celtics this year than we can count.
Well, and the team knows where he's been.
That's why his net rating has been so crazy good. Gillespie with the bounce pass kick out to Booker. Gillespie back to the bench with the turn of Bradley Beal. Booker finds Gillespie left side three, rims out, rebound deflected out of bounds. Looked like by Grayson Allen, Boston ball. Al Horford runs to get it. Al likes to waste no time getting that ball back in. Final minute, 8 first quarter. Celtics by 5. Peyton Pritchard switches to the left hand. Grayson Allen in front of him. Pritchard steps back into a long two. Swish.
Grayson Allen couldn't get there. He was defending Al Horford for a minute. Then had to switch off to a guard. Guard too quick.
Celtics have the lead back to 7, 29-22. Devin Booker down the right side, pulls up on 10-foot flip shot, no good. Horford the rebound, hands to Peyton Pritchard.
Great rebound in traffic.
Celtics start managing the clock here. They're +4 on the glass in the first quarter. Remember the high-scoring first quarter these two teams played without Tatum in the game 9 days ago in Phoenix. Tatum turns, long two from the right baseline is no good. And the rebound, Grayson Allen. That was a 2-for-1 that Tatum was going for, taking that unusual shot just inside the three-point line. 8-second differential on the 2 clocks as we count it down to the first quarter. Pritchard keeping an eye on Booker, dribbling with his left hand out near half court. Booker turns the corner. His bounce pass deflected. Cody Martin saves it. Whips it to the corner. Gillespie dribbles out to the wing. Pump fake. Tatum doesn't go for it. Grayson Allen comes get it, but Gillespie lost the shot clock. By the time he finds Grayson Allen, Celtics will run the 24 seconds out, and now the Celtics will get the final shot with 7.9 on the clock.
Turn that corner. Shot clock was already down to 1. When he caught that basketball.
Celtics 2 threes from the record, 3 to break it. Peyton Pritchard across half court, 5 seconds. Pritchard shovels ahead to Horford and flips it up and in with 2.8 to go. Suns don't manage the clock properly. Grayson Allen fields it, dribbles to the middle of the floor, and he lost the clock or else didn't want to mess up his three-point percentage and made sure he didn't get the shot away in time. Celtics end the quarter on an 8-0 run, and they have their largest lead. End of 1. At the Garden, Boston 31, Phoenix 22 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, cool.
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at Cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hey, it's Zoe. The football offseason is here, and that means it's time to revamp our team's roster. It's also time to revamp your technology and IT systems with Oakers Technologies. Oakers has a history of shaping the future for over 100 years. They made their clients future-ready to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the scale to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future-ready. Visit okers.com.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Brex, proud to be the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex cards help over 25,000 companies make every dollar count. Learn more at Brex.com/grow. Paul Pierce's daughter, Brianna, 17 years old today. Getting a happy birthday greeting on the Jumbotron. Celtics by 9 as we go to the second quarter. Paul Pierce, who has made the most threes in Celtics history. For now, Jason Tatum will have that in a couple of years. Celtics in this quarter likely going to break the NBA record for most threes of the season. Starting with Brown, Porzingis, White, Pritchard, and Hauser. Hauser moves into the left corner. Porzingis will try from there. Front iron, no good. The rebound for Nick Richards. Porzingis thought he was fouled. Grayson Allen running at the middle of the floor, attacking Hauser. Runs it up and in. Hauser just pulled away. 31-24. Pritchard down the right side on Bradley Beal. Kick out Porzingis. Touch to Hauser. Now Derek White. Pretty good look on the right side for three. It's no good. Rebound. Jaylen Brown gets a fingertip on it. But it's the Suns who will control it. Pritchard got hit going up for that rebound. Cody Martin for Grayson Allen. Bounce entry Richards. Cody Martin cutting is able to shovel it out to the corner. Attacking, floating is Tyus Jones. No good. Rebound Hauser. Jaylen Brown walking into the front court. Dribble behind his back. Nasty move on Tyus Jones, but he dribbles into a double team before throwing it back out to Porzingis. Now moves left side. Hauser's going to put it to the floor. Attack. Jaylen Brown kick back out. Good look for Pritchard for three.
Delivering. Pritchard still feeling the back of his head like he was cut or busted wide open.
That's number 6 for the Celtics tonight. They are 1 away from the NBA record. Pritchard still with his left hand on the back of his head. Feeling around to see if he got cut. Celtics by 10, 34-24. 10:42 to go first half. Tyus Jones uses the screen from Nick Richards, dribbles down the right side, floats it over Porzingis up and in.
Tyus Jones is just efficient. He's not good, but he's just efficient.
Good assist to turnover guy. He looked like a great piece. When they had a Royce O'Neal and Tyus Jones, it really looked like they had something here. And they started 8-1. Jaylen Brown sizing up Richards, stop and start, blows right by him, attacks, finger roll at the cup, is up and good.
Richards jumped up and man, it still just, it bothers me just looking at Brown run.
Grayson Allen goes left side, Tyus Jones up, fakes the three. Brings it all the way back out against Sam Hauser. Tyus Jones for Bradley Beal. Beal stumbles and falls. Pritchard ties him up for the jump ball.
I just remember how dangerous Beal was. You know, when he first was playing with Washington, and the combo he played over there, you know, that was him and John Wall. That
took the Celtics to Game 7 in the second round before the Kelly Olynyk game eliminated them. Washington has not been back to the second round since. Bradley Beal, the other thing about him, he was an Ironman guy. You know, played 80, 81, 82 games a year.
Your body breaks down, bro.
He's had a 40-point game in his building.
What happens? Your body breaks down. It makes no difference.
Now what does Phoenix do? They're going to have to move off Beal, who has a no trade, or Durant. Beal taps the jump ball to Grayson Allen. Tyus Jones dribbles past Hauser, goes to the right hand, flips it up awkwardly, no good. Rebound Hauser. And here comes Peyton Pritchard up the left side. Pritchard attacking Beal. He gets him pretty deep. Beal waiting for him, so the kick out gives Porzingis an open three. Steps to his left to create even more room and knocks it down. And the Boston Celtics have tied the NBA record for most threes in a single season, 1,363. They lead by 13, 39-26. Beal gets the screen from Richards. Bounce pass for Tyus Jones. His three is in the air, rims out, rebound, belongs to Cody Martin. Put back, swatted away by Porzingis. And here comes Derek White. Celtics have the record on their fingertips. Jaylen Brown, right side, against Grayson Allen. Moving slowly to his left. Floats it on the inside. Caught by Porzingis. Porzingis spins, rises 10-footer, no good, but he's fouled.
Got that contact, got that arm, got that foul.
And Porzingis will get free throws, so we take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBCFM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Station.
Randy and Max, TD Garden sitting in on history. Celtics have just tied the NBA record for most threes in a season. Next one will break it with 5.5 games left. Porzingis gets the first free throw. Meanwhile, Joe Murray will tell you at halftime that Alex Ovechkin has scored again tonight, which I believe puts him just one shy of Wayne Gretzky's all-time record. And you can debate, the Ovechkin thing's interesting because you can debate how he's used, that he's been played a lot more power play and a lot of, but he's doing it in the dead puck era, where it's a lot harder to score.
He's going to get that record.
900 goals tonight, not now, than it was during the time. That's not taking anything away from Gretzky, but it was, as we like to call when I was a kid, fire wagon hockey. And every game was 6-5. 41-26 after the Porzingis free throw. Celtics by 15. Right-hand dribble. Bradley Beal gets behind the Guerrero screen, sets behind the line, but that three is off. Porzingis has the rebound. Here come the Celtics again. Trying to break the record. Jaylen Brown instead steps inside the three-point line, bumps Martin, flips it awkwardly with the right hand, no good. Martin snags the rebound. He is into the front court. Sam Hauser waiting for him. Celtics by 15. 8:32 to go in the first half. Celtics have looked sharp. Grayson Allen falling away to his left. Tough three is way off in the rebound for Sam Hauser.
Not sure Brown got a piece of that.
Who's going to hit the big one? How about Peyton Pritchard? Pull up three. Got it. And the inevitable has become reality. The 2025 Boston Celtics have broken the NBA record for most threes in a season. They lead by 18. Corner three put up by Cody Martin, no good, and the Celtics right back on it. Looking for a point first half lead. Derek White enters to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen spins away from Grayson Allen. He's under the basket trying to muscle himself into a shot. He does, reversing it up and in.
And he was saying that Allen was just hitting him with the body the whole time and pushing. Brown's going right to the officials and saying something.
Timeout comes with 7:50 to go. Boston 46, Phoenix 26 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This next song goes out to Cox Mobile for letting me video call my dog while we're on tour. From San Diego to Boston, I said hi. You started barking. Cox Mobile's got the bars to keep us both howling.
We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. So whether you're at a concert or on the road, you'll stay connected. Visit cox.com/mobile. Cox Internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability per Ookla US 2H 2024. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Career Path for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with Safety Insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Hey, so the football offseason is here, and that means it's time to revamp our team's roster. It's also time to revamp your technology and IT systems with Oakers Technology. Oakers has a history of shaping the future for over 100 years. They made their clients future ready to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Visit okers.com.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 20 again, 36th time this year. They've led by 20 or more. They have trailed by 20, a grand total of 6 times. Thanks to Kelly's Roast Beef for their generosity. Every 3 the Celtics hit, they'll donate $33 to one mission, helping kids fight cancer. Up to 10 grand. Kelly's Roast Beef, home of the original three-way. Proud to be local, always original. And with 5.5 games left to play, the Celtics have broken the record of the Golden State Warriors 2 years ago, most threes in a single season. And where's that number going to end up?
Well, I just believe that the Celtics, the way they're playing right now, who knows? Considering how many people are going to play, how important are these games going to be?
Boston by 20 again. Devin Booker. Free throw line, kick out. Royce O'Neal moves to the Beal, trying to shake off the rust, and he does it with an air ball of 3, but the rebound comes right to Iguodala, who lays it in and gets fouled.
It's just shame to see when guys get old, and especially jump shooters. They say shooting is the last thing to go, but Bradley Beal uses his legs a lot to elevate. Right now, he doesn't have it because maybe game conditions or not playing enough. That was such a poorly shot ball that he didn't get a chance to rebound.
Iguodala misses the free throw, so we're at 46-28. Boston by 18. 7:24 to go in the first half. Celtics trying to shake off that ugly night here against Miami on Wednesday. He's put Miami back in the conversation for the first round. Jalen stop and start, drives, scoops. It bounces out, and the rebound for Iguodala. Jalen just standing there like everybody else watching it to see if it would bounce in. Jalen is trying to fight through this, you can tell. Devin Booker dribbles to an open spot. Corner long 2 is good.
Too easy for him.
46-30. Celtics by 16. Entry, Derek White, kick out to the corner. Jaylen Brown up, fakes the 3. Drives around Booker and is met at the rim. Foul by Royce O'Neal. Jaylen Brown already with the game-high 14 looking free throws here.
You know what I want to know, and I'm sure the Celtics already know this, is you can't injure what is there already anymore. I think the bone bruise is basically, they want to challenge this. They're going to challenge this. They want to say it was a good block.
That's what they think on the bench. We'll find out. 6:47 to go first half. Boston 46, Phoenix 30 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This next song goes out to Cox Mobile for letting me video call my dog while we're on tour. From San Diego to Boston, I said hi. You started barking. Cox Mobile's got the bars to keep us both howling.
We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. So whether you're at a concert or on the road, you'll stay connected. Visit cox.com/mobile. Cox Internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability per Ookla US 2H 2024. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hey, it's Zoe. The football offseason is here, and that means it's time to revamp our team's roster. It's also time to revamp your technology and IT systems with Oakers Technologies. Oakers has a history of shaping the future for over 100 years. They made their clients future-ready to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the scale to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future-ready. Visit okers.com.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Clear Path for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. Clear Path for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to Clear Path and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Celtics by 16 midway through the second quarter. They didn't announce whether or not the challenge was successful.
But right there down at the other end, as if it is, they say he got hit on the arm, showing the indication, but again, didn't announce it.
Also, O'Neal is still arguing, so imagine the coach's challenge was unsuccessful. Yep. So free throws for Jaylen Brown here. Mike Budenholzer loses his challenge. He went back to Milwaukee the other night, got a little video tribute, got a hug from Giannis.
Okay.
Won a championship there.
Hope he got a standing ovation.
And he got Jimmy Butler. Is Jimmy Butler the perfect guy for Golden State away? First free throw goes for Jaylen Brown.
Well, I mean, the thing you say, though, about that, excuse me, would be shelf life. What is his shelf life?
The shelf life for Golden State is right now. Like he could be the perfect guy. I mean, who's going to play Oklahoma? I know everyone's, Oklahoma City hasn't been there. I'm crazy. You're out of your mind. You're outside your mind if you think that OKC is not the favorite to win the championship. As Jaylen Brown misses the second free throw. So we are at 47 to 30. Now, here's what happened. Phoenix threw the ball away. They rang the buzzer at the scorer's table, and so Phoenix stopped playing based on that. But the officials didn't stop the play. So now they're trying to decide, Pat Frayer and Brett Barnaky and Robert Hudson trying to decide what to do about it. Basically, they just stopped playing because somebody at the scorer's table hit the substitution buzzer. Say protect yourself at all times.
Yeah, protect yourself.
And keep playing.
All times. And on top of that, sometimes when the ball hits the official while it's in play, it goes out of bounds. Yeah. It's just part of whatever it is.
So Mike Budenholzer's not happy. I understand that, but your guys stopped playing. So the Celtics get an entry. Porzingis rises, flips, and gets the bounce.
That ball just died on the rim. His touch is so soft. Once it hits the rim, it just dies.
10 points, 4 rebounds. Celtics have pushed the lead now to 19. Bradley Beal fouled by Jason Tatum, trying to set a little screen to stop him from going through, but he was moving.
Beal was trying to go, just grabbed him by the arm and wouldn't let him run. And Tatum now puts his hands up in the air, 2 fouls.
Phoenix down by 19. Devin Booker gets 12 feet, hangs in the air, doesn't want to shoot. Derek White altered that, so a kick to Jones, who finds Beal straightaway 3 air ball. Comes down to Iguodala. Beal is really struggling. Booker has it, baseline extended. Derek White in front of him, long cross court, gives Royce O'Neal pretty good look at a 3, sailed that back iron, no good at the shot clock. Derek White grabs the rebound. Derek White is having a whale of a half for a guy who hasn't scored. Tatum dribbles it off his own foot, barely saves him going out of bounds, gets it back to Porzingis, cross court, Derek White. Holding it over his head, zips the entry. Porzingis catches in the paint, puts it off the window, no good. Rebound, Tyus Jones has it, and he'll bring the Suns into the front court.
I think I've seen Porzingis shoot a shot like that, so awkward.
O'Neal up fakes, Porzingis out the challenge, so O'Neal steps with him and then knocks down the 3.
The thing you don't do, you don't run away from the shooter.
Suns have cut 4 points off the deficit. It's down to 16 now, 49-33. Pritchard against Tyus Jones. Gets to the Horford, spelled down. So Pritchard going to drive baseline. Knocks Iguodala away, but can't really get a shot away. So he'll throw it all the way out to Porzingis, who tries a crazy deep three. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Tyus Jones has it knocked away by Horford out of bounds. Phoenix ball. Celtics have gone a little cold here.
What happened was Peyton Pritchard got himself in trouble going under the rim there.
Peyton Pritchard has hit all three of his shots. And Ty Jerome's in the conversation. Beasley, of course, but Pritchard had such a big lead for six-man. Devin Booker switches to the right hand. Stop and start on Porzingis. Pulls up. Tough shot. No good. Why was it no good? Because Porzingis is 7 foot whatever. That's why. Tatum has the rebound. Here's Derek White. Final 5 minutes first half. Boston by 16. Tatum on the wing. Lobs an entry. Bad pass. Deflected easily. Stolen by Tyus Jones. Jones long lead in the left side. Dunn is alone. He's going to attack. Shovel with Iguodala. Bounce pass to the corner. Jones fall away three is good. I didn't like that last sequence of the Celtics. Neither did Joe Mazzulla. And he will call a timeout. A 10-3 run for the Suns. And it's down to 13. 4:35 to go first half. 49-36.
Well, you make plays like that, and all of a sudden you give the other team some life, some momentum. A rebound here, throwing the ball away, and if you take them right there, you want to be strong, like the mighty oak, not leaning to the side, trying to get the basketball away like a weeping willow.
So it is official on Jalen Brunson. Back to questionable on the injury report, so he is likely going to return this weekend. Knicks will play back-to-back this weekend and then host the Celtics at Madison Square Garden Tuesday night on TNT. So the last game with any real spice to it. You could say the Orlando game would, because Orlando could very easily be the Celtics' opponent in the first round of the playoffs, but that's going to be the second night of a back-to-back and a completely meaningless game for the Celtics, while Orlando is trying to get that 7th spot, and they've got a couple of games left head-to-head with Atlanta. That's another ugly back-to-back. The schedule makers caught the Celtics. Big hug, by the way, big poppy for Al Horford. I finally got to ask Allison that I always wanted to ask. The other day, I just ran into him. We're in the elevator, and it finally occurred to me. I never asked Al what I've always wanted to know, which is, did he play baseball as a kid in the Dominican? When everybody, it feels like, and he did, and he said yes as a very young kid. And then when he started to get tall, obviously switched to basketball, but I was always curious about that. Derek White harassed right across half court by Devin Booker. Picks up his dribble. Booker slaps it away. Porzingis able to go get it in the backcourt. Move it ahead to Derek White, who pulls up at 17 feet. Bounces out. Rebound Royce O'Neal. It's not been a good few minutes here for the Celtics. Phoenix has cut it to 13. They've got the momentum here. And the ball, Devin Booker against Al Horford deep on the left side.
Time to dance, Al.
Booker. Shovel pass to the right side. Dunn open for three. No good. Weak side rebound. Derek White. Derek White's got 5 rebounds. He has not scored yet. Left side lead for Porzingis. Hand off Drew Holiday. Holiday for Tatum. Wow. Straight away. Here's the entry. Porzingis catches. Spins on Dunn and scores easily.
Dunn's just too small. Just put him in the popcorn popper. Laid it up softly with the left hand.
12 for Porzingis. 51-36. Boston by 15. 3:34 to go in the first half. Tyus Jones moving to his right, gets a screen, bounce pass for Iguodala, flips it up and in. He's getting a little closer now, able to get that shot to go a couple of times. Also Iguodala, the rookie, now 4 of 6, 51-38. Boston by 13. They've led by as many as 20. 3:14 to go. First half, if you're syncing up, stop and start. Tatum flies in, little delay move, slams it home with 2 hands and gets fouled by Dunn.
Boy, got that head of speed, steam going in, and when he extends those arms like plastic, man, he's all the way in the basket, in the rim, before the defense could react.
Talking about numbers and legacy, Jason Tatum sat out the last game last year and fell 13 points shy of getting 2,000 in 3 consecutive years. He's getting there again. He's at 1870 right now. But given the fact he's probably going to sit some of the games, if he played every game, he'd have another 2,000-point season. But doesn't seem like it's in the cards. Looks like SGA is going to get to 2,500 this year. 3-point play here for Jason Tatum. 54-38, Boston by 16. Tatum's in double figures. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists in the first half. Devin Booker. Help fake on Horford. Doesn't go for it. Ball in the hands of Tyus Jones. Deep on the right side. Jones. Left-hand dribble. Now Horford in front of him. Wants to return it to Booker. Does. Booker. Left-hand dribble. Drives on Porzingis. Pump fake. Draws the contact. Runs it up. No good. Front iron. But Devin Booker, he competes, man. And he's going to the free throw line here.
Well, what you're looking at them was Booker came down, put the brakes on in front of a big truck, and the truck couldn't stop.
We've always been, I don't say dismissive is the wrong word, of the 7-point game. But that's never been towards Booker. That was on Earl Watson for making a mockery of the game and calling the timeouts and things like that. Booker did, Booker's job was to score, and he kept scoring that night. He's had better games against the Celtics than that 70-point fiasco 8 years ago. It was late in the year. It was right around this time of year. It's like late March. He gets the free throws here, 54-40. Celtics by 14. Booker's got 14. 2:47 to go in the first half. Tatum out of the Leprechaun logo. Iguodala in front of him. Bounce pass for Horford. Now Jaylen Brown wants to enter the Porzingis. Porzingis hand fighting with Royce O'Neal. Rises into contact, flips it up and in. Porzingis has looked so good and been so healthy. I don't think anyone wants to talk about it unless they jinx it. Devin Booker in deep. Tyus Jones swings to the wide open Royce O'Neal. His three is right down the middle. Nice closing kick to the first half for Phoenix here. 17-10 is their advantage over the last 6 minutes. And they've cut the Boston lead from 20 to 13, 56-43. Porzingis, free throw line jumper, a little bit flat, no good. Back iron, rebound, Royce O'Neal. O'Neal into the front court. Porzingis kind of daring a little bit. Ball instead moved left side to Tyus Jones. Now Booker. That's Porzingis, switches to the right hand, steps in the paint, shovel pass, and the floater is up and good for Iguodala. Iguodala's hit 3 of those in a row. He's in double figures now. Getting the start tonight. Boston lead was 20. Now it's 11. Minute 37 to go first half. Jaylen Brown drives baseline, lays it in at the cup. Tyus Jones got a hand up there. Couldn't slow him down.
Jaylen Brown still complaining right now.
Jaylen's got 17. Game high. Devin Booker step back mid-block, and he banks it home.
Tough compete. That's a Kobe-like shot. Just getting right there to an angle and elevating.
Celtics can't get a stop right now. Phoenix 8 of the last 13. Jaylen Brown gets in deep, off balance, tried to go to the left hand, couldn't score. Phoenix trying to get it down to single digits with 1:06 to go in the first half. Long cross court, move from Tyus Jones to Devin Booker straight away. Booker against Jaylen Brown. Booker going to pull up, shoot a 3, even though he was on the line. They were going to call it a 3, missed it badly. Tatum has the rebound, hook for 1 now as we go down to 51 seconds right now remaining in the first half. Boston lead is 11. Drew Holiday. Lobs it for Tatum, right side against Tyus Jones. Tatum, couple of dribbles to the left hand, trying to turn the corner, gets to 14 feet, fall away switch. He makes difficult things look crazy easy.
They're simple.
12 for Tatum, 60-47. Iguodala gets in deep, Horford takes the paint away, bounce pass for Ryan Dunn to the corner, rookie to rookie. Royce O'Neal wants it, has it. Finds Booker. Booker behind the O'Neal screen. Switches to the left hand. Turns Porzingis around. Floats it up. Bounces out. Rebound is number 5 for Jason Tatum. And the Celtics can hold for the final shot now with 15 seconds to go in the first half. Drew Holiday returns to Tatum. Deep on the left side. 9 seconds. And Phoenix had a foul to give, so they just give it. That's way too much time left to do that.
You get that much time and you give the defense, the offense, too many opportunities to kind of set some things up. I like the foul. If I'm a foul, give me about 3 seconds. It's an automatic foul.
Al Horford will trigger the inbound. He and Jason Tatum sort of communicating. Tatum is in the backcourt. Horford holding it over his head. In safe for the Drew Holiday. Clock starts rolling with 7 seconds to go. Tatum hounded by Booker. Tatum starts his drive. Stutter step to the elbow. Turns, fades. Very tough shot. No good. And that's how the first half will come to an end. Suns make a little bit of a run. Put a little bit of a dent into the deficit after the Celtics roared out of the gate, built a 20-point lead, and set a new NBA record for threes in a single season. Coming up, Joe Morey scores from around the NBA. Obviously, Red Sox home opener at Fenway. Ovechkin with a goal tonight, a lot to cover. And then back here at the Garden where the Celtics lead the Suns 60-47. It's halftime on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This next song goes out to Cox Mobile for letting me video call my dog while we're on tour. From San Diego to Boston, I said hi. You started barking. Cox Mobile's got the bars to keep us both howling.
We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. So whether you're at a concert or on the road, you'll stay connected. Visit cox.com/mobile. Cox Internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability per Ookla US 2H 2024. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hey, it's Zoe. The football offseason is here, and that means it's time to revamp our team's roster. It's also time to revamp your technology and IT systems with Oakers Technologies. Oakers has a history of shaping the future for over 100 years. They made their clients future-ready to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the scale to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future-ready. Visit okers.com.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Clear Path for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. Clear Path for Veterans is working with Safety Insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to Clear Path and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Who's going to hit the big one? How about Peyton Pritchard? Pull up three. Got it! And the inevitable has become reality. The 2025 Boston Celtics have broken the NBA record for most threes in a season.
Well, the Celtics are the Boston 3 party. And while that was the player taking care of business in the first half, Peyton Pritchard hit the 3 that broke the NBA record for most threes for a team in a season. And with CSB, you get a partner who puts you first so you can focus on what matters most. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Remember FDIC. Well, it is the Boston 3 party. It's the 3 Kings. It's the, we got Three's Company. What else we got? We keep going with this one. The 3 Musketeers. Thank you, Ryan Garvin. Excellent job back there. So what do we have? We have a Celtics lead, 60-47 at halftime over the Phoenix Suns. I'm not sure yet if the Suns have, woken up and are adjusted to the time. But you know who has adjusted? His name is Jaylen Brown. He spoke after the game the other night about his knee injury. And, you know what? He could just chuck it right up there after this bad boy.
Jaylen blitzed at, has the ball knocked away by Beal. Jaylen has to go get it in the backcourt. Shot clock is at 2. A 40-footer floated in the air. And he banked it in.
Oh, my. And he's smiling right now.
It takes a lot to get Jaylen Brown to smile in the middle of a game. That'll do it. He got that ball in the backcourt with 2 seconds on the shot clock, stepped across half court, and then did his best, Peyton Pritchard, banking it in from 40 feet away.
Yep, it was good. I mean, it's like, when the quarterback, someone's down there. It looked good. 6 of 10 in the first half. He's played 14 minutes, 3 for 4 from downtown. He's got a couple of assists, 2 rebounds. He's got 17 first half points. Pretty good. Jason Tatum got stuck in Boston traffic today. He was upset about it. It's 1 for 5 so far from 3. Well, he's got 12 first half points, 5 of 11 from the field, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 19 minutes, including this basket.
Now Jaylen Brown wants to enter to Porzingis. Porzingis hand fighting with Royce O'Neal. Rises into contact, flips it up and in. Porzingis has looked so good and been so healthy. I don't think anyone wants to talk about it unless they jinx it.
Yeah, that was Jason Tatum. You know who the other guy is? Kristaps Porzingis. That was him. Tatum, Porzingis, Brown. It's a three-party. Threes, please. Threes Company. Three Musketeers. Three-headed monster. Three doors down. Oh, we'll do this after the game tonight. Taking a look at the rest of the team. Peyton Pritchard, 8 points off the bench. He's 2 for 2 from downtown. Luke Cornett's got 4. Al Horford, 5. For Phoenix, Devin Booker has 16 points. Royce, it's not a good team. You know, I'll just... Bradley Beal's out there. He's played no points for Bradley Beal. What happened? Highest paid player in the league. Well, one of them, at least. Minus 15. That's called quiet quitting, everybody. All right, well, we'll get the headlines. We'll tell you what happened in the Red Sox game today. And the Bruins, well, what's going to happen to them? We'll have more coming up here on the other side. I'm Joe Murray. Celtics lead 60-47 on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
This next song goes out to Cox Mobile for letting me video call my dog while we're on tour. From San Diego to Boston, I said hi. You started barking. Cox Mobile's got the bars to keep us both howling.
We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. So whether you're at a concert or on the road, you'll stay connected. Visit cox.com/mobile. Cox Internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability per Ookla US 2H 2024. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hey, it's Zoe. The football offseason is here, and that means it's time to revamp our team's roster. It's also time to revamp your technology and IT systems with Oakers Technologies. Oakers has a history of shaping the future for over 100 years. They made their clients future-ready to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future-ready. Visit okers.com.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app. Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Scoreboard from around the NBA, brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Right now, midway through the third, it's the Kings 85, Hornets 66. Jazz have an 83-81 lead on the Pacers just midway through the third quarter. Halftime, Pistons 65, Raptors 55. Bulls have a 41-38 over Portland. Rockets above the Ahead of the Thunder right now, 35-28 midway through the second. Cavs have a 48-35 lead also in the second quarter. Later on tonight, Warriors, Denver Nuggets. We're all looking forward to that one. Lakers, Pelicans, Clippers, and Mavericks. And the Red Sox winners today. They've won 3 in a row, 13-9 over St. Louis. It was the home opener. Trevor Story, Wilyer Abreu back-to-back. Walker Buehler, his first win of the year. Aroldis Chapman, well, he got the save. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% off an extra after oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. Second half's next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, so the football offseason is here, and that means it's time to revamp our team's roster. It's also time to revamp your technology and IT systems with Oakers Technologies. Oakers has a history of shaping the future for over 100 years. They made their clients future ready to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Visit okers.com.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Clear Path for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. Clear Path for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to Clear Path and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hey, so the football offseason is here, and that means it's time to revamp our team's roster. It's also time to revamp your technology and IT systems with Oakers Technologies. Oakers has a history of shaping the future for over 100 years. They made their clients future ready to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Visit okers.com.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Clear Path for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. Clear Path for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to Clear Path and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a pass by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce.
A 3-pointer for Danny.
KG is locked and loaded tonight.
What a play by Bird.
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
Evan Turner gets it in. Here comes Isaiah on the run, attacks the rim, throws it, and it's put up and in by Marcus Smart. The Celtics have won the ball game. The Celtics have won the ball game. Marcus Smart gathered himself, put it off the window and in after no foul was called, and the Celtics have stolen one in overtime in Toronto, and they have miraculously regained the 8th playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. But 10 years ago when the Celtics just flirted over and over again with that playoff spot, and eventually they would pull it off and get there. The Marcus Smart put back in Toronto was probably the biggest play and the biggest example of the Celtics losing a home game and coming back on the second night of back-to-back. They had lost a ton of games in a row in Toronto when they came back to win that game. Tonight they lead the Phoenix Suns 60-47 as we get ready for the third quarter at TD Garden. Just saying hi to some friends here stopping by the booth. 60-47 is the Boston lead as we get set for quarter number 3. Celtics end up shooting 54% in that first half. Phoenix shoots just 39%. Jaylen Brown was the high scorer. He had 17 in the first half. Devin Booker had 16 for the Phoenix Suns. Celtics entering the game, as you said, with the 56 wins. They have already broken the NBA's all-time record for three-pointers in a single season. They had 8 in the first half. The 8th, the one by Peyton Pritchard, is the one that broke the record. The Celtics, again, second place in the Eastern Conference that we know has been locked up forever. 5 games behind Cleveland entering this final 6-game stretch of the season. The Knicks 8 games behind. The Celtics have already wrapped up the second spot in the Eastern Conference. A matter of staying healthy. All eyes on Jaylen Brown. He looked pretty good. 6 of 10, 17 points in that first half for the Celtics. He's the leading scorer in the game. Derek White brings it to the front court. Celtics wearing the road green tonight at home. Drew Holiday drives baseline and draws a foul immediately on Devin Booker, and he will get free throws here to begin the third quarter. Suns entering the night, as you said, a game out, a game behind Sacramento for the final play-in spot in the Western Conference. They get Bradley Beal back tonight. They have not ruled Kevin Durant out for the season, although that's the expectation that Kevin Durant will not play again. He is not on this Eastern trip for the Suns that will take them to Madison Square Garden on Sunday afternoon. Drew Holiday, a couple of free throws here. He's been the Celtics' best free throw shooter all year. He knocks it down 62-47. Is the 15-point lead for the Celtics. Bradley Beal, right-hand dribble, bounce pass in the paint, flipped up by Iguodala, up and good. Man, he missed the first 2 of those tonight, but he has been money with that one ever since. He is now 6 of 8, 12 points for Iguodala, getting a rare start in his rookie season. 62-49, Celtics by 13. Derek White, Anderson Porzingis, one dribble. O'Neal slaps down, knocks the ball away. They'll call the foul. Porzingis will likely get free throws here. It's up to Pat Frayer. Yep, he's sending him to the line.
Man, and even as a rookie, when you score baskets like this against the world champions, you got a chance to go home and tell your friends about it. It's one of the coolest things when you start talking about what goes on, you know, how you played, and the guys you played against, and they ask you all these questions. It's just like they're sitting down like little kids listening to you as you tell the stories.
Pretty cool if you're really almost any age Boston-wise, but particularly if you're younger, to see Paul Pierce and David Ortiz sitting together.
Yeah, because, you know, that never happened during the career and during the time that we played. The teams did not ever kind of come together.
This is a great chance. I don't know if there are other Red Sox here tonight. Obviously, you're never going to get a better opportunity with the Red Sox playing this afternoon in the night game here. Bradley Beal drives, scoops it off the glass, no good. Bradley Beal has not yet scored in this game, but he'll get an opportunity at the free throw line. Bradley Beal, his first game back, did not score in 15 minutes in the first half. Minus 15.
Well, it's funny, though, when you're Beal in that situation, you get older, things you're trying to say, oh, memory is going to, this is going to get me back to here. You find out that memory doesn't quite get you back there because your body has kind of betrayed you a little bit by getting older.
He rattles to the first free throw, so there's the first point for Bradley Beal. They have been just atrocious this year defensively with Beal in the game. All of his advanced metrics are really ugly. Phoenix has been a much better team with him off the court. And he misses a free throw here. 63-50, Boston by 13. A minute into the second half. Porzingis finds Derek White. Here's that quick three. Got it.
Is that Derek White's first basket?
That is Derek White's first basket and first points.
A couple of shots, but
played 15 minutes in the first half. 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Plus 14, but he hadn't scored. Beal, left-hand dribble drive. Here's the step back on his old teammate Porzingis. No good back iron. Rebound belongs to Derek White. Derek White into the front court. Finds Jason Tatum. They turn to Derek White right side. Porzingis posting up against O'Neal. That's where the ball goes. Tall pass, but Porzingis has it. Draws a double team. Return to Jaylen Brown. 9 of the shot clock. Jaylen goes left side to Tatum. Tatum against the rookie Dunn. Switches to the right hand. Now spins back left all the way at 18. Swish.
That is so
tough. Not fair.
That is just so tough. I mean, he hit him with the body, got the separation, fall away jump shot. Swish.
Tatum's got 12, 68-50. Celtics have pushed the lead to 18. Down the right side, Booker deflects it into the corner, back out to O'Neal. Wide open three, right side, no good. Offensive rebound comes right to Booker. Bumps Derek White away. His 10-footer rattles home.
He was going to shoot that regardless. He got that rebound, said, you know what, the heck with all this. I'm going to get me a shot.
Devin Booker, 4 of 13 in the game last week, 7 of 14 tonight. He's got 18. Jaylen Brown draws contact and knocks down the shot from the elbow. And Iguodala is just backpedaling, got completely in no man's land. And Jaylen Brown a chance for a three-point play.
Cedric Maxwell, the maitre d' against Dr. J. But that was a nice move, Doc. Yeah, that was another nice move. He had a career high against me the first time I played against him. Had 45.
The word on always very congenial, off the court and on the court. Obviously, we had the kind of nasty incident later in the years against Larry here and that whole thing. But was he a gentleman on the court to play against?
No.
Really?
No.
Good stuff. Free three-point play for Jaylen Brown. Celtics have the lead to 19, 71-52.
I don't know why those guys always do elbows at me.
Maybe it's just you. It's done. Nowhere to go against Porzingis, so they'll bring it all the way back out. They'll reset with Booker. 5 of the shot clock. Booker runs into Porzingis as he gets rid of it to Dunn, and Dunn throws it to nobody in the corner, and Phoenix turns it over.
That was a great pick then. The guy came up, and that was Porzingis. He came up, and you ran right into him. Lost the basketball.
8-2 run for the Celtics, a chance to take their largest lead if they score here. 9:07 to go in the third. Porzingis enters to Tatum, feeling contact, runs it up no good. And Tatum will go to the free throw line to try to give the Celtics their largest lead of the night.
Looking to make plays, making it very simple. This time you have a smaller guy. You get to Tatum. He gets in traffic. But here's the thing you've seen. Not good passes by the Celtics, but good recovery. This pass wasn't a good one. He was able to recover, grab the basketball. Now they're trying to say Tatum saying he's shooting. They're kind of going back saying he wasn't shooting. And now he is shooting. And then Porzingis catching the ball in traffic. I don't think enough people talk about Porzingis' hands. He has great hands. They're talking about making catches. Ball don't lie.
That's Tatum missing the first free throw.
Hey, Jay, don't worry. Hey, Jay, don't worry. We're just over here working. You keep going. Bite your touch screen. Go ahead.
Wow. God, man, Jay Wessels' voice carries.
If we did that, or you're over there on your side, you would lose your mind, okay?
Tatum gets 1 of 2 at the line, 72-52. Boston by 20. Devin Booker down the left side. Tatum takes the paint away, so the kick out done. Pretty good look at a 3. Short front iron, offensive rebound, Iguodala. Kick out Beal, shuttle pass to Booker. Open 3, no good. Wide left, rebound deflected. Drew Holiday pounces on it, keeps the dribble alive, and floats it ahead of Tatum. Celtics a 3-on-3. Tatum switches to the right hand, ball punched away by Iguodala. Tatum saves it from going out of bounds. Floats it back out on the wing for Jaylen Brown. Boston by 20. Jaylen pull up. Boston by 23.
Well, he's having fun now. And JB is back right, man. That's a beautiful thing.
You can't say he's feeling good, but it looks like he is. 23 for Jaylen. Royce O'Neal trying to get it back, and he does with an open 3. You keep giving Royce O'Neal open 3s, he's going to make it pay for it. His third of the night. 75-55. Boston by 20. 8:08 to go in the third if you're syncing up with NBA TV. Whereas it rises into Beal. Jumper comes up short. Rebound Booker. Booker, bounce pass, tries to thread the needle. Dunn catches up to it, beating Jaylen Brown at a loose ball and slams it home. Nice to be young.
Yeah, able to catch that ball in stride. Looked like it was going out of bounds. Able to scoop it up like the rooster.
Rick Burleson, good opening day reference. Opening day at Fenway. 5 runs in the first inning for the Red Sox. Story and Abreu going back-to-back. Drew Holiday, over-the-shoulder pass, gives Porzingis a clean look at 3, but that's way off. Offensive rebound, Holiday flies in for it. Kick out Derek White. He'll shoot it to a wide-open Jason Tatum, and the 3 is no good, and the rebound belongs to Iguodala. Iguodala bounce pass, finds the cutter, Booker floats it up. Tatum and Porzingis both got there. They're calling goaltending, and Jason Tatum immediately is making the replay signal.
Do they want to challenge to see?
Let's get our first look at the replay. Booker laid it up. Oh, yeah. That's a clean block. They missed that call. So Celtics will challenge.
They'll win this one.
Should win it. 7:20 to go, third quarter. Boston 75, Phoenix 59 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This next song goes out to Cox Mobile for letting me video call my dog while we're on tour. From San Diego to Boston, I said hi. You started barking. Cox Mobile's got the bars to keep us both howling.
We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. So whether you're at a concert or on the road, you'll stay connected. Visit cox.com/mobile. Cox Internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability per Ookla US 2H 2024. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hey, so the football offseason is here, and that means it's time to revamp our team's roster. It's also time to revamp your technology and IT systems with Oakers Technologies. Oakers has a history of shaping the future for over 100 years. They made their clients future ready to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the scale to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Visit okers.com.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics are now 31-17 this year on coaches' challenges after a successful one. It is a block for Jason Tatum. Take 2 points off the board for Devin Booker, and the Celtics will get it up by 18, not 16, with 7:20 to go in the third.
But it was announced initially that it wasn't successful.
You saying Eddie made a mistake? I don't believe that's true.
I don't know if Eddie made a mistake or the officials didn't clarify their statement.
Just trying to find some meaning in any of these games. So it's trying to stay healthy, trying to get everybody. What's so bizarre about tonight is the Celtics have their whole team. That's happened, what, 2 or 3 times this entire season? Jaylen Brown driving on Dunn, gets to the dotted line. He's in pretty deep, runs it up left hand, scores. Check me on this. It feels like Jaylen looks more comfortable now than he did at the start of the game.
Yeah. Sometimes when you warm up and you get the legs and things going, you get back to a good system and good rhythm.
Jaylen's up to 25, we think. They're struggling with the stat monitor tonight. Bradley Beal runs it up with the right hand, no good. Tatum has the rebound.
Beal doesn't have a clue.
No, he is not. Beal is a mess tonight, 0 for 6. So only points coming on those free throws earlier in the quarter. Jaylen Brown against Bradley Beal. Switches to the left hand. Beal reaches in. Jaylen's shot is no good, but Jaylen will get more free throws. And I don't know what Beal's arguing about. That was not even close.
Let me tell you why that was created. It was really cool to say. Jaylen Brown told White to set the pick. Right beside him was Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla said, no, don't set the pick. Because he saw the advantage of one-on-one and felt like Brown could beat him. So you had your coach saying one thing and the player saying, and the coach overrode what the player was saying.
Jaylen's first free throw is good. Phoenix Suns, all this discussion about the Celtics and the apron and all the issues. The Phoenix Suns have the highest payroll in the NBA, and they are likely going to miss the play-in. Bradley Beal has 2 more years left for $110 million.
Huh?
He has 1 point tonight.
Remember this. Every contract could be traded at some point. Maybe when he gets into that lame duck year.
You know how I hate to argue with you.
I know he has no trade.
No trade.
I know he does, but Juwan Howard had something like that.
No, he did. He just had a contract that you couldn't get rid of until they finally found somebody to take it. You find somebody to take the Beal contract, but Bradley Beal has to agree to it, and therein lies the problem.
Bradley Beal, if he wants to remain relevant in this league, he'll take that. He'll take that move.
They asked Bradley Beal about a month ago. He said, no, I'm good here.
Well, I'm sure he did now.
And you'd be pretty good making $50 million in Phoenix. Beal Finds Booker left side. Booker turns the corner, blows by Horford, and Tatum just runs away, so it's not to pick up a third foul. Easy bucket for Booker, 79-59. And remember, players don't look at it the way fans do. Jaylen Brown is punched away by Beal. Jaylen saves it back out to Derek White. Return to Jaylen Brown. Players look at it as if they were paid for what they have already done, not what they're supposed to do. Jaylen turns, runs right into Beal, slaps the ball away, has to steal. That's a couple of steals for Bradley Beal tonight.
And 1 point.
And a point. Devin Booker driving on Horford, runs over the baseline, up and good. Well, he's flying right out there.
He is.
His compete level, considering the circumstances, is impressive. 22 points, 6 assists. Talking about all NBA guys this year. Al Horford, cross court. Derek White jumps into that three. Got it. Net barely moved.
Oh, it's just such an incredible shot. He gets it, and he's bouncing almost before he catches the basketball.
We have the other game within the game, too. On the night the Celtics set the all-time record for threes in the season, we have the three-way battle for the Celtics record. Derek White now has gone over 250 made threes on the year, extending his own new Celtics record. Devin Booker, pump fake, misses over Horford. Horford did a good job not to foul. Devin Booker certainly thought he fouled. Here's Taylor away. Bounce pass lead for Jaylen Brown. Well by Iguodala, spins to his left, drives, cradles the ball with his left hand, but missed the layup. Can't finish. Jaylen goes down, 5-on-4 the other way. Bounce pass lead. Booker steps in the paint, throws to the corner. They swing to the open. O'Neal, his three is no good. Celtics dodge one there. Horford couldn't grab the rebound. He goes out of bounds. They're saying off Al. He's saying he was being held by Dunn. The reason he's saying that is because he was. And Al saying that should be Boston ball.
Al was saying that was a foul.
He was, but he's also saying that it got touched on the way out of bounds. They're looking at it. I don't think they're going to challenge.
You believe Al?
That's unfortunately, Al may be right here, but he has chopped down too many cherry trees on these out of bounds calls. I don't believe anything he said.
Did you do that?
Bounce entry Booker, and he is fouled to the rim by Luke Cornett. Tough assignment. As Luke, as soon as he comes out of the game, he's got Devin Booker charging at him.
I'm gonna go. What do you think I'm doing with this chainsaw? I mean, I don't think I did it.
Al's the guy's like, no, I didn't do it. He's got a chainsaw, cherry tree, sap all over his hands, cherries around his mouth.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't me.
I was a kid the other day. Did you ever eat that chocolate cake? It was all on his lips, all down his chin. Are you sure? Absolutely. His dog's still licking his face. Like, yeah.
Does Devin Booker end up staying? Free throw's good, 82-63. I mean, Kevin Durant's going into the portal. That's pretty clear. Try to trade him at the deadline. Peyton Pritchard. Going to go to Jason Tatum. Deep straight away, gets a screen from Cornett. Tatum steps into a pretty good-looking three, but it's wide left. Created a pretty good shot for himself, but he missed it badly. O'Neal the rebound. Richards the rebound. Here's Devin Booker. Chased by Peyton Pritchard. Peyton trying to stay in front of him. Devin Booker tiptoes the baseline. Kick out deflected by Tatum, but right into the hands of Grayson Allen. Dunn, pump fake, steps through on Horford, misses in close, and the Celtics have the rebound. Cornett deflects it to Horford.
Take that extra step. Come on.
Boston by 19. 3:48 to go in the third. He's syncing up. Ball in the hands of Cornett, standing on the three-point line. Tatum comes to get it. Dunn comes out to challenge. Tatum backs it out near half court. Cornett sets the high screen, picks off Dunn. Tatum coming downhill, drives past Richards, scoops it up in with the left hand.
He wanted to get to Richards. He wanted to get there. He got there. Individual matchup and went by. Beep, beep.
17, 7, and 5 for Jason Tatum. Boston by 21. Grayson Allen fouled, or Gillespie fouled on the dish off. Dunn in the corner.
Those two guys do look alike, though. Allen and Gillespie. They're body type. Their haircut is one's a little bit bigger than the other one.
Gillespie a little smaller. Gillespie moves to Devin Booker. Booker draws some contact, foul on Pritchard. He put the ball up as if he was going to shoot. He wasn't really trying to shoot, but he was trying to draw free throws from the officials, which he will not get. Suns next year have Durant, Beal and Booker on the books for $160 million between the three of them.
You have chosen poorly.
Ishbian is going to be the new term. Booker dribbles to the free throw line, jumper it over Cornette. This dude. 26 for Devin Booker. Compete, compete, compete. 84-65. Boston by 19. Exactly 3 minutes remaining right now in the third quarter. Tatum for Pritchard. Up fakes a deep three. And goes over the shoulder to Hauser in the corner. Hauser returns to Pritchard. Moving to his right. Attacking Devin Booker. Gets in deep. Pull up. Tough jump or switch.
That was a real tough.
He's 4 for 4. Celtics by 21. Booker dribbles to the elbow, and his jumper is good. Now Pritchard and Devin Booker just going back and forth at each other. 86-67. 2.5 to go in the third. Tatum moving to his right. Step back on Cody Martin. He's going to try the three. No good. Rebound Grayson Allen. Tatum has dropped off shooting the three the last couple of weeks. That percentage is dipping. He's 1 for 8 tonight. Down to 35%. He's below the league average now. Booker floats it for Grayson Allen. One dribble, finds Cody Martin in the corner. He blows by Horford. Cornette waiting in the paint. Handoff Richards. Pump fake. Scores off the glass.
Luke didn't even try to block the shot.
I'm trying to do the math really quick, as I am wont to do. I've got the Suns 17 of their last 33. After falling behind by 20, now they're down 17. Horford gets to the mid-block, bumping Grayson Allen. He flips it up with the right hand and scores. Grayson Allen's a big, strong dude, but he's not that strong.
He was whacking at him.
7 points, couple of rebounds for Al Horford. 88-69 is the Boston lead. 1:24 to go in the third. Gillespie behind the Richard screen. Attacks the left side, gets in deep and scores. That was a tricky move.
Yeah, because Luke was there. Just went under his armpit.
That was an Ish Smith move right there from Gillespie.
Nice reference.
88-71. Down the right side, Pritchard handed Cornette, dotted line, got a kick out. Hauser, pretty good look. Left side three, no good. Rebound. Al Horford stepped out of bounds, chasing it down. Celtics have cooled off from three. Now they'll bring us to a timeout on the floor. Exactly 1 minute to go, third quarter. Boston 88, Phoenix 71 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This next song goes out to Cox Mobile for letting me video call my dog while we're on tour. From San Diego to Boston, I said hi. You started barking. Cox Mobile's got the bars to keep us both howling.
We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. So whether you're at a concert or on the road, you'll stay connected. Visit cox.com/mobile. Cox Internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability per Ookla US 2H 2024. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
For the ones who get it done, The most important part is the one you need now, and the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Randy Max, the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Celtics up by 17, late third, 10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBCFM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Easy Media Group Station.
Randy Max, TD Garden, sold out again. Devin Booker falling away at 12 feet, hits again over Al Horford. Phoenix now, little 10-2 run, and they've cut it to 15, 88-73.
I'm just saying right now, Booker is competing.
Booker's up to 30. Jason Tatum goes behind the Al Horford screen, downhill, knocks Richards away, drawing the foul. And Richards is saying, hey, Tatum used his forearm as a battering ram to knock me away. And you know why he's saying that? Because Tatum did that.
Yes, he did. But they give that advantage right now to almost every offensive player as he sticks his arm into his chest and knocks him away.
Suns a game behind Sacramento for the final play-in spot. Now Sacramento and Indiana both with byes tonight. Sacramento up by 30 at Charlotte. Indiana up by 20 at home against Utah. As we got some teams playing for playoff position against some teams playing capture the flag tonight.
You know, I would love this. What happens if flag doesn't come out? Scal was saying this, which is, well, I'm just saying what Scal was saying. This is him knowing inside. He said Cooper could make $15 million in college next year. And, you know, hey, he's not going to make $15 million in the pros.
No, of course he will.
No, he won't.
Not in salary, and nor he's getting zero salary at Duke, and he's getting.
I'm just saying he could get $15 million.
Yes, but he can make 5 times that as an NBA player. 90-73, Boston by 17. Booker bounced pass into paint. Martin is fouled, diving in.
Well, this is the reason I say it. He could make that kind of money in college. He's going to get the NIL money. He'll get that, and he'll get money on the side, and from the Duke people. And if you just wanted to stay in college for another year, and here's the biggest thing: you're only going to play 40 games compared to 82 games.
It's a compelling argument. It's a compelling, you know, the women's game is being more affected by it now too. It's really going to hurt the WNBA. Free throws good, 89-75. So listen, there's a lot of change all the way around. NIL, portal.
The young lady who is leaving Notre Dame is a shock to me. The one who wears the glasses don't know her name. Really surprised.
Let's get. We got a lot to discuss here. Final 10 seconds, third quarter. Celtics by 15.
Rich,
Tatum
you're up again.
Backs it out against Richards. Here comes the double team. So Tatum gets rid of it into the corner. Pritchard dribbles to his right. Fall away, 18-footer, no good. Front iron. That's how the third quarter will come to an end. Again, Celtics look like they might be ready to put it away. Starters have been great. Bench not so much. Celtics led by 9 at the end of 1, by 13 at halftime, up by 15 now as we make the turn for home. End of 3 at the Garden on the night the Celtics became the NBA's all-time single-season three-point champions. Boston 90, Phoenix 75 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This next song goes out to Cox Mobile for letting me video call my dog while we're on tour. From San Diego to Boston, I said hi. You started barking. Cox Mobile's got the bars to keep us both howling.
We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. So whether you're at a concert or on the road, you'll stay connected. Visit cox.com/mobile. Cox Internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability per Ookla US 2H 2024. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, She knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
To the fourth quarter we go. Sellout crowd at the Garden. Sellout streak continues. Attendance brought to you by Ticketmaster. Join the crowd and excitement at a future Celtics game by ordering your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Celtics will close the homestand Sunday against Marcus Smart and the 17-60 Washington Wizards.
Better than we thought.
One game better than the Utah Jazz. Speaking of Cooper Flag. Grayson Allen driving on Sam Hauser, pull up 12-footer, rims out, rebound. Cody Martin, good hustle, 1-on-2. Martin throws it all the way out to Grayson Allen. Cody Martin attacking, tried to cuff it on Porzingis. He got fouled. Porzingis is down. Cody Martin is down. Porzingis got hit in the face. We're way too far away to say if he was cut or not, but it looked like he got hit pretty good by an elbow, yeah.
Oh, that's what it was.
I'll tell you what, Celtics could almost look at that if they wanted to. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Cody Martin extended a left elbow. I think the Celtics are going to challenge here. This could be a flagrant one. Let alone an offensive foul on Cody Martin, and Porzingis is cut badly on the bridge of the nose. Go ahead and say it.
He is busted wide open. His face looks like a crimson mass right now. Blood's just... Oh.
For those of you listening on radio, which is, all of you, there's a trickle of blood. And Porzingis now, with his hands in the air and a smile on his face, walking right beneath us with the cut on the bridge of his nose, going back to the locker room. Dude just got cut in the face, taking an elbow to the nose, and he's smiling and happy about it.
And they're coming back right now to kind of give up the blood.
Now, all right, this will be a Celtics timeout to challenge this. The officials should have gone to the scores table by themselves on this, but it will be a coach's challenge coming 28 seconds into the fourth quarter. Celtics lead 90-75 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This next song goes out to Cox Mobile for letting me video call my dog while we're on tour. From San Diego to Boston, I said hi. You started barking. Cox Mobile's got the bars to keep us both howling.
We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. So whether you're at a concert or on the road, you'll stay connected. Visit Cox.com/mobile. Cox Internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability per Ookla US 2H 2024. Other restrictions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, coverage. There was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5, thesportshub.com.
All right, lots to unpack here. Porzingis getting taped up back in the locker room. They have overturned the call. Celtics win another challenge. Joe Mazzulla goes 2 for 2 tonight. Offensive foul. Cody Martin hit Porzingis with an elbow, cutting him on the bridge of the nose. And if you're wondering if that was enough to get Porzingis to stop smiling, nope. As we told you, he went off the court with his hands in the air, smiling. He's back in the locker room now, getting patched up. Luke Cornett replaces him. This comes 28 seconds into the fourth quarter with Boston leading by 15. And a bad entry by Hauser. He threw it away right to Nick Richards. Phoenix gets it anyway after all that. Martin, left-hand dribble. Kicks out to the wing. Grayson Allen up fakes a three. Derek White takes it away from him. Oops. Grayson Allen, bad passing, goes over the head of Tyus Jones, and it lands on the Phoenix bench. So back-to-back turnovers here. Give it back to Boston. Derek White behind the Jaylen Brown screen. Jaylen looking for Sam Hauser. Has him coming off the screen. Catch and shoot three. No good. Rebound belongs to Nick Richards.
Wow. Surprised to see him miss that shot. Came off into rhythm.
Yeah, Sam Hauser is 0 for 3 tonight. Tyus Jones. Push pass into the corner. Bradley Beal's having a rough go in his return. Shut off onto the basket. Bounce pass for Richards. Up fakes and floats it over Cornett. No good. Good defense from Luke Cornett. And here's Jaylen Brown up the right side of the floor. Jaylen game high 27. They're still tied 27. Booker's got 30. Stopping start of the paint. Runs it up with the right hand. Score to the foul.
The thing you said, and it's probably true here in this case, he is looking better. And sometimes what happens, you warm up a little bit. If you have an injury, you can just it just kind of heats up like an old car. Get going, get going, get going. And then you don't feel it. Momentum, adrenaline comes in, you don't even feel it. Until later on. That'll tell the story.
3-point play. Jaylen Brown now 7 of 8 from the line. Jaylen Brown, who everyone was so concerned about at the start of the night, is a 30-point game. He's got 30 points in 24 minutes. Beal drives over the shoulder pass, gives Jones a wide open three that he knocks down. That's back to 15, 93-78. 10:20 to go. Suns haven't gone away yet. Jaylen Brown runs over Cody Martin, stumbles towards the basket. No look, over the shoulder pass to Luke Cornett for the two-hand slam.
That was pretty.
But Suns racing the other way. Grayson Allen's able to score and the foul.
Scooped it up, caught that ball in stride, laid it up.
Fans are oohing and eyeing at the pass by Jaylen Brown, but Celtics going to lose a point here.
See, watch this, because nobody got back.
Wow.
Derek White?
Derek White's looking around like, no, that's got to be a mistake. Eddie Palladino announced Derek White. I think the technical, I thought it was called on the Suns. Well, it's definitely called on the Celtics, but they got the number wrong.
But because guess who's shooting the technical?
I told you it was against Phoenix. It's against Budenholzer. I'm always concerned when I get it right from 1,000 feet away and the people that are courtside get it wrong. So Jaylen Brown walks to the other end to shoot the technical.
Shoot the technical again?
Well, who's on the floor? Jaylen knocks it down. He is 8 of 9 for the line tonight. Jaylen Brown, Mr. Technical. The Derek White reaction when they announced the technical foul was on him was priceless. The technical was on Budenholzer. Celtics now have the lead. It is 96-80 because this comes after the bucket for Grayson Allen, but before his free throw, which is in the air and good. So we're at 96-81. Right back where we started to begin the fourth quarter. 2 minutes in. Celtics still lead by 15. Peyton Pritchard. And to Jaylen Brown. Right side, Pritchard dribbling between his legs, attacks Cody Martin, spins and floats it all the way back out. Bad pass stolen by Tyus Jones. He will go the distance and lay it in.
Have to get in the air, move it, and you jump up and throw a ball blindly.
96-83. Boston by 13. 9:37 to go. Lob on the inside, caught by Cornette, and he is fouled in the air. And Cornette will get free throws.
Them guys suddenly have some vision together. Normally you think of Porzingis, but this time what you do is see his big loop soaring through the air. Great pass, great lead, and Bill just hit him with the body. Almost a three-point play.
It was, literally an afterthought. When you think of the surprising things about this year, and Peyton Pritchard, I think there were very few people that thought he could be a six-man runaway winner, which it looks like he will be. But as you said the other night, when you're ranking backup centers in the NBA, how many are you naming before Luke Cornette this year? 1, 2, maybe 3. Celtics by 13. Jaylen Brown, lob again. Caught by Cornette. That time he tried to flush it on Beal. He got fouled again in the air and knocked out. Cornette didn't get the free throws the first time, but he's lobbying for them here.
Is Beal the last line of defense? What Beal is saying, he was on the floor.
That would be a very thin line.
Well, I'm just saying last line of defense. And Bill is trying to say I fouled him. He wasn't in the act of shooting. What was he doing then? Carrying down a pail of water?
Beal filling the stat sheet, 3 fouls, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's got a block, but 1 lonely point. 24 minutes is return. The plus-minus number is also really ugly for Bradley Beal, as they have been all year long. He's been their worst net rating player. Phoenix has been an abundant-type team when Beal has been off the floor. But they have been calamitous, particularly defensively, with him playing. Cornette got the first free throw. Second one is in the air. That bounces in. 98-83. Boston again by 15. 9:24 to go. Overall, to me, this has been a good effort by the Suns tonight, led by Booker. Beal down the left side, switches to the left hand, runs it up, no good. Beal is 0 for 7. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Race up the middle of the floor. Finds Derek White, long cross court. Pritchard has it in the right corner against Tyus Jones. Pritchard spinning. Pump fake, moves to the middle. Cornette, one dribble, throws to Hauser, who relocates to the corner. Rebounds out, offensive rebound. Cornette saw it coming, but it eluded him. He tried a fancy putback. But the ball sort of hit him in the wrist as he was already in midair when it came off the rim. Celtics still by 15. 8:46 to go. Tyus Jones goes left side. Good look for Grayson Allen. 3 comes up short. That would have cut it to 12. Another rebound for Jaylen Brown. 31 points, 5 rebounds for Jaylen. Jaylen sees an opening, dribbles to 12 feet, enters to Cornette. Pump fake. First one is blocked. He gets it back, floats it up. That's got to be goaltending. Indeed, it is against Richards. They give Luke Cornette the bucket. Pushes it back to 17, 100-83.
Man, Luke was getting hammered. He got fouled 2 or 3 times.
Another double-digit scoring game for Luke Cornette. Suns are going to call timeout. I don't know if this is a timeout or they're challenging, but
no, they already lost. They lost their challenge.
They can't. Yeah, 8:31 to go. Boston 100, Phoenix 83 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You can shop during this ad by saying, Alexa, add to cart. You are bountiful. Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails fruit-pectin gummies with collagen and biotin, plus antioxidants C and E, help you shine from the inside out. To add Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails gummies with collagen and biotin to your cart, just say, Alexa, add to cart. That's Alexa, add to cart.
Blink and get more. More what, you ask? More value with smart home security at an even smarter price. More simplicity with easy install. More convenience with up to 2 years of battery life. And more connection so you can check in from anywhere. Hi, Boomer. Who's a good boy? The best part? With Blink Smart Home Security, you'll get all this without spending more. So blink and get more. To learn more, visit Amazon.com/blink.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
8 minutes and 31 seconds left on the clock. Celtics leading by 17, 100-83. Trying to secure their 57th win of the year and go to 18-2 this year after a loss, which would be even better than last year's record. Game plan upgrade brought to you by NetSuite. Companies of all sizes have harnessed the power of NetSuite by Oracle and AI to improve forecasting, planning, and customer support. Uncover profit-driven recommendations for your business. Learn more at netsuite.com/Celtics. I hear what you're saying. I just think it's impossible a Cooper flag would not come out. Also, you're one year. I mean, if it's just a money decision, you're trying to say, oh, the money could be close. It wouldn't be. But also, you're 1 year farther away from getting the second contract in the NBA if you don't commit. And he's the #1 pick in the draft. I hear you. It's changed everything with the NIL and the portal. Have changed everything. Obviously, the portal had an issue with Cooper Flag. Devin Booker throws shoulder, stop and start. Gets Hauser up in the air. Blocked from behind by Holiday. But an offensive rebound, Booker. And now a block from the front by Al Horford. And here's Derek White. Drop back to Hauser. Pretty good look. Straight away three. Finally. Sam Hauser had been 0 for 4. Now he is on the board from distance. And the Celtics have the lead back to 20.
Great play then by Al Horford. Blocking that basketball away.
12 threes. Celtics have taken 39 of 69 shots inside the three, which is high for them. Tyus Jones stop and start, scoops it over Derek White. Off the window and in. We're at 103-85. Jaylen Brown is looking more and more comfortable here. Drew Holiday finds Sam Hauser on the wing. O'Neal backpedaling for a second. Hauser thought about it. Instead returns to Derek White. Here's a deep three. Air ball. Derek White, just 6 points tonight. 27 minutes. Quick three from O'Neal is no good. Hauser has the rebound, and the Suns are just about done competing tonight. Sam Hauser moves it to Derek White on the wing. Now in the corner, Drew Holiday enters to Al Horford against Royce O'Neal. Pick back on the wing to Derek White. Turns the corner with that right-hand dribble against Iguodala. Bounce pass to the cutter. Hauser reverses it up and in.
That's pretty stuff. I mean, on the go, little pocket pass, able to scoop it up nicely.
And who did Sam Hauser just run around and beat easily there?
Are you Leo Hunt here?
No, Sam Hauser was. Wow. 105-85. 20-point game. Booker down the right side, scoops and scores. That dude is just competing his tail off tonight in an uphill battle. 32 for Devin Booker.
One team is throwing rubber bands, the other one's throwing rocks.
Derek White, step back right side three is no good. The rebound comes to Iguodala. Now, do you have to put Jason Tatum back in this game or not? That's the question. Up by 18 with 6:22 to go. Driving, Booker leans in and scores again off the glass. Booker's up to 34.
Hit Derek.
Yeah, he did hit Derek White.
In the mouth.
In theory, you could get Porzingis back too, but there's no reason to bring him back. Back in the locker room after getting patched up, taking the elbow in the nose, and you're up by 16 here. Midway through the fourth, Horford moves to Drew Holiday, step to his left, fall away three, no good. The rebound belongs to Booker. Here he comes again. Devin Booker up the middle of the floor. Horford waiting for him. Booker attacks, throws to the corner, bad pass. Hill was leaning one way. Booker flows into the crowd.
Boy, this is a nightmare game for Beal. I mean,
0 for 7. 1 point. That almost feels worse than not scoring. After one.
Yeah.
It's like so they say the worst when you come home with an F. It's like that's the second worst grade there is. Like what's with an F? And to me, it was always a D plus. Like how do you go home and say yeah, it wasn't D, it was a D plus? Like, Horford entry caught by Tatum, who's back in the game. Little finger roll is good. Tyus Jones too small to deal with him there. 107-89. Tatum's got a 21-point game. He has 6 of 9 on twos, 1 for 8 on threes.
Yeah, you are seeing the Celtics through a lot of passes. They might not get away with other good defensive teams. They're throwing to a crowd of people.
Ovechkin just missed.
Oh my God, Ovechkin!
Not that I'm watching that game too.
Me either.
Tyus Jones for Devin Booker against Sam Hauser. Booker Throws the shoulder into Hauser, creates some room for the elbow. Jumper's no good. Rebound. Al Horford. Devin Booker's taken 27 shots tonight. Drew Holiday dribbles to the free throw line, throws back to Horford. He's going to launch a three. No good back out. Derek White comes in, steals the offensive rebound, and throws a terrible pass towards Tatum. It's knocked away by Beal. Royce O'Neal moves into the corner. Tyus Jones all alone. His three, no good. Rebound. Tatum comes up with it. 8th rebound for Jason Tatum. Puts in the hands of Drew Holiday. Holiday against Royce O'Neal. Celtics by 18 here. It's getting late. They'll move it left side to Derek White for a good night three. Third of the night for Derek White. Jason Tatum has one. Peyton Pritchard has two. So Derek White extending his lead. Now 252 threes. The Celtics record that he set for himself Monday night in Memphis. Tyus Jones push pass back to the right side. Royce O'Neal for three. 110-92. We're down to 4:06 to go. Celtics led this game by 20 pretty early in the second quarter, and it's just been back and forth ever since. Al Horford cross court. Derek White jumps into an open three. No good back iron. Celtics got off to a hot start from distance, but now down to 36% on the night. O'Neal screens off Tatum. That puts Booker against Horford. Booker steps to his right, takes a three, and makes it 37 for Devin Booker. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. Still some work to do. Suns led by Devin Booker, just hanging around, hanging around, hanging around. 3:40 to go. Boston 110, Phoenix 95. On to BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
3 hours ago, it felt like the biggest concern in Celtics Nation was the knee of Jaylen Brown. 3 hours later, Jaylen's got a 31-point game in 28 minutes tonight. Celtics, as Porzingis returns from the locker room after getting patched up on the bridge of his nose, and, getting the adulation of the fans, soaking it in, pointing out to the crowd. We often want to say to these players in the prime of their life to soak in every second, and man, does this guy ever do that. Celtics by 15, by the way, 3:40 to go. Derek White into the front court, bounce past Jason Tatum. O'Neal down in his defensive stance. Tatum turns the corner, whips it to the left corner where Derek White is waiting for three. That was done with precision and purpose. Fourth of the night for Derek White, extending his team lead and the franchise record, 113-95. Suns are running out of plank here. Gillespie knocks down a three. They're just trading at this point. That's the Phoenix season, really. I don't want to say anything, but Capitals are going to have an empty net to shoot at here in the final minute. Lob, Tatum caught by Cornette. Over his shoulder, he lays it in.
Luke, feed the beast. Feed the beast.
12 points, 4 rebounds for Luke Cornette. Booker steps to his left. Fall-away three is no good. We're giving him 40 on the night. Celtics have the rebound. Tatum dribbles around a couple of guys, goes in for a two-hand slam.
He ran away from that ball. No, Bill wasn't in there, but man.
The two kids from St. Louis. Jason Tatum's got 25, Beal 1. Tatum with 23. They're struggling with the stats tonight. Gillespie deep on the left side. Bounce pass. Dunn rises for three. No good. Rebound belongs to Derek White. 9 rebounds for Derek White tonight. Celtics plus 6 on the glass.
Guess who's about to come in the game? Bobo.
Interesting local hockey note here in a second. Jason Tatum enters to Drew Holiday, who scores to the left hand. And that'll be it for this one. Mike Budenholzer will call a timeout, but we are done here at 119-98. So the Capitals score the empty net goal, but it's Ryan Leonard The Hobie Baker candidate who just left Boston College, who made his NHL debut in this building Monday night, who scored the goal. I'm calling the game, calling the Celtics game. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Capital going for the puck. Like history, right, with an empty net goal, but it was for the first NHL goal for Ryan Leonard. Wonder if the Blackhawks will keep the net empty here, down by 2. With Ovechkin, if you missed it, Ovechkin's tied Gretzky tonight with a couple of goals. 4 goals. I didn't think he was going to get him for the end of the season. He's got 4 goals already this week, the first of which came to his building on Monday night. Celtics, this is just exactly what to hope for as a bounce-back game. Shoot 53%.